And welcome to the Mixed Results Podcast. I am Kevin with Mixed Gaming 190 and my co host.
Nick with Unexpected Results MTG, and our guest today.
I'm Barnz House, and
Yeah.
we're one of the two of the Barnz House.
Well, thank you for joining us, Barnes House,
Absolutely.
the man who, with the electric energy on the on the content creation side right now, you have been bringing some crazy energy to the community, and we've been absolutely loving it. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely, couldn't be happier, honestly.
Love it. Well, Brian.
Start out with
Go ahead.
well, I was
Sorry.
gonna say let's just start out with the basics. What's your name? How old are you, and where are you from?
Yep.
My name's Brian Barnz. So we go by Barnz or Barnsey. Either one's fine. I'm 36. I was born 1990, July 23rd, and I was born in Michigan, moved to Florida pretty much immediately, then lived there till about little into middle school, and then we moved back to Michigan, and I've been here since.
I was gonna say that that Barnsey is definitely that upper UP area influence.
Yeah,
Did
yep.
you
The A's and the Z's come kicking in, baby.
Yep. Did you play any hockey at all?
I was not much of a hockey player. I'm more of a, I guess, the recreational sport kind of guy. I like volleyball, and I like spike ball, cornhole, frisbee beer, like beersby. Like I'm more of a backyard kind of gamer.
Beersby.
Yeah,
Beers.
so it's you put a bottle on a like standing up stick, and you have to hold a beer in your hand. And you got to throw a frisbee. Well, the goal is that there's two people on the other side, and they have to play defense when you throw the frisbee. If it hits the stick and the bottle drops and they don't catch the frisbee, that's 3 points. If it hits the stick and they catch the bottle and catch the frisbee, that's 0 points. So the frisbee hitting the ground is 1, the bottle hitting the ground is 2. So it's like a hand-eye coordination, throwing frisbees, catching bottles. It's it's silly backyard shenanigans that we get into, but
No.
it's fun.
Anytime you can implement a game into drinking, it's the best.
Yeah, and then cornhole's right along there. I've been playing that for, I mean, dude, 17 years.
Dang.
Just games that require pure skill and you being a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah.
Love it, love it. Well, what was life growing up? I know you said you moved to to Florida and back up to Michigan. Do you have siblings? What kind of things did you do growing up as a kid?
Yeah, so don't remember much of Michigan when I was, because then I was pretty much born and moved down there. So it was pretty much uh riding like BMX bikes in the dirt. Like we made dirt tracks and all the BMX things you could do in Florida, and like I mean, the rules were be home by dark. That was it. Like there were no rules, so it was just kids finding lots to play football in, and just soccer and riding bikes and just being kids, man. And just it's just so it was so wholesome and pure, and I loved that. Like I can't describe. It was like Ed and Eddie, like the cul-de-sac kids. You know what I mean? It was like it was just so many wild, stupid, dumb things running around in the woods and playing hide and seek and climbing trees. Like we had an orange tree, a grapefruit tree, and a tangerine tree in my side yard. And I remember sitting playing Pokemon Red, just pulling oranges off the trees like little monkeys and snacking on oranges and playing Game Boy. And it was, that was great growing up there. And then the family had a divorce and moved up to Michigan, and I hibernated quite well for that first year, and I started getting heavily into, like, I was already playing video games, but like moving to Michigan really sent that off because I was a Florida boy wearing button-up shirts in the snow skateboarding to school. And I didn't fare very well. So I hibernated. I think that's where I grew all my chest hair and lost my hair on my head because it was like, oh, we got to freak out. We got to change this kid. We got to change it up. So the chest hair came out, the head went bald, and the video games took place. And Yeah, so we did and then growing up here it was more we got more into paintball around here. So it was paintball, skateboarding. We were kind of the jackass kids too that loved filming things and jumping off things and just being little tyrants, I guess you could say.
Hmm.
So yeah, that was also a big part of it too. That's where I kind of got my like just reckless sense of endangerment fun. It's like I'm still 36, ripping 50-mile-an-hour jet skis, doing things I shouldn't be doing, but adrenaline's a hell of a thing, man.
Especially in a guy, we can do some crazy
Yeah.
things. We don't care.
So yeah, it's like so. I mean, it all kind of adds up to I can see the influences of where I've come from to kind of my energy and personality now.
Yep.
That's awesome. You unlocked so many childhood memories when you said like the jackass filming things.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
Hmm.
just I forgot that there was a stage in my life where I was doing that as well. What is one thing that you can share that's appropriate that
there
you
was
did
a
in film?
plethora of things. I mean, I was doing like the raunchy music videos where I'd, have like traffic cones on my body and being just silly. We found this like 2.5 story like tree house overlooking a river. We jumped out of the tree house over the river onto the bank. We did a couple of poop pranks to like our buddies' mom's cars. We put like poop under their door handle. We were tyrant
Oh,
kids. We were tyrant little like it just some things aren't great. Some things were dangerous, and what it has you coming to now and looking back like, oh my gosh, and I'm gonna have a kid and they're gonna be a tyrant. I'm gonna pay for every bit of it.
hmm, you can teach them the
Oh,
ways.
I love that. You definitely probably went a little bit farther than we did.
Yep.
But I can relate to a lot of
Was
those
we
stories.
just kept egging each other on, and it was just like how much farther do we want to push this? We start sticking plastic forks in our buddy's yard, like putting like 200 plastic forks in their yard, and just silly stuff, man.
The
That's fun.
simpler good day.
Yeah. Well, your childhood sounds like it was very active. What do you do outside of your content creation right now?
As of now, I have a beer volleyball league on Tuesdays. We do spike ball on Thursdays, which is kind of like it's like volleyball but on the ground. So there's a circular net on the ground and you have one teammate and you have 3 hits to hit it onto the net and back to the other team.
Hmm.
So we do that quite a bit as well. And then I love cornhole, so we try to play that as much as well as often as two. I haven't been playing as many video games as I like to lately, just because of the content creation has been ultra fun for the wife and I.
Hmm.
I mean, we are laughing hysterically at each other. Like we have so much B-roll that of us just laughing at each other because we're just it just fuels the fire, and that's just so fun. Like and it's just so that it's just special and that's new. So I've really been kicking into that, and I haven't been playing as many video games, but I do love them. I've been playing my entire life. I'm a huge RPG um, player. I love that.
That's awesome that you
Uh,
have your wife doing this for you or with you too. That makes it even more
right,
special and more fun too than doing it by yourself. It gets a little chaotic.
no
When you
doubt.
get all these crazy shots of, him just laying on the floor surrounded by his cards with the camera slowly turning in on his face.
Yeah,
She's
she
she's
is
got
doing
she's
the
got the
filming.
artistic touch to it.
Hmm.
Yeah, so she's
Um,
she's she's got the steady hands, and then it's like I like the we live on a little lake too, so we love to go fishing. We have kayaks,
Nice.
so we kayak fish, and then also music festivals. That's where I met my wife. We,
Yeah.
we, we were very big fans of music festivals and going out and camping and doing that whole rendition. I met her 2015 at Electric Forest Music Festival, which is about 2.5 hours, 3 hours north of where we live in Michigan. And we've been going every year ever since. We've been going for 12 years now.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, it's kind of like a tradition now at this point.
I gotta ask, what was your pickup line for her?
Um,
Did you have
actually,
one?
I had a business card printed out
Okay.
that said, "You're beautiful and I fucking love you." And it had my name and number on it. And I gave it to her and I left her with a song. It was called Jubal by Klingande. And I said, "Look, I go, I know we may never see each other again. I go, but listen to this song and if you like it, give me a call." Well, she did.
Yeah.
And well, she had a boyfriend at the time, but we
Ooh.
remained friends and would go, like, just like to go to the dispensary and do, like, normal just activities just to like see each other. But we'd always see each other at the concerts we were going to. We were into the
Hmm.
same music. um so yeah, after about a year or so, things got on the rocks with them. She left them, and I was like, bingo. So I waited my turn. I was just like the good friend that was like always there. Just like, I never pushed my boundaries. I
Hmm.
never really, I wanted to play it cool because I did like her, and I didn't want it to be like, oh, well, I'm gonna, snake it, because then guess what? Like, it could happen to me. I wanted to show my due
Yep.
respect. So, I waited my turn, but I did make a hell of an impression.
I
Love
like
it.
that.
That's true signs of a good man right there.
Hmm.
Not pushing the boundaries, staying within the realm.
Yep.
Like, I was
Um,
just, yeah.
uh, the Electric Forest, right?
Yes.
Beautiful festival. Always been a fan. Love seeing everything from there. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Like, you mean you've been going for 12 years? I
A
mean,
hundred
other than
percent.
obviously the spectacles of it, like, what about it? It's so special for you guys.
So this poster's one of them. Like, if you see my videos, like, I take videos in my house, and I have posters all over my walls, and they're from the multiple years of going. Um, it's just the community there. A lot of the people I've been seeing there for years and years and years now. So it's just like, it's very nice, and a lot of people clean up after themselves and take care of the grounds. Like, I know what people do show on the internet is like, oh my gosh, because they're always showing the worst of things, and it's like,
Hmm.
if you're actually there and you're experiencing it and you do your part as a human too, and chip into that mentality of pick up after yourself and be there for it, like, it does go a long way. And enough people do that, and the place gets clean. And they do, like, after each show they had this thing called prize card, and if they see you out there picking up garbage and stuff, they'll give you tickets to next year. They'll give
Oh,
you
nice.
VIP passes. Like, they have a very good program to encourage people to pick up after yourself. So, you get people out there who are just picking up other people's trash
Hmm.
for these opportunities to win really cool things.
That's
So it's
awesome.
like, and then the forest at night is, I mean, it's unparalleled. It is the coolest, like, nighttime thing I've ever seen. Like, I have some videos up that show some of the, effects of what they do, and like, I was walking through and I'm like, well, that looks like magic. That looks like magic stuff. And I did some comparisons, and I was like, well, that's a pylon. That looks like an Eldrazi, Scion token. Like, I mean, come on, man. This is free production value.
Hmm.
Like, so I
Sick.
brought my decks to a forest, and I taught a couple people how to play in there,
Yeah.
around some really cool, like, scenery and stuff. Like, I can't deny, like, yeah, I went into the forest with a plan. I was like, I'm gonna bring out my cards, and people are gonna walk up and be like, what are you doing? I'm like, you want to learn how to play? And I
Oh,
did, because it's like, people think it might be hard to make friends, but it's like, if you just be like, want to play some magic, or like, it's like, most recently, we went to Mackinac Island. I walked up to some random guy. I was like, pack battle, let's go. And because I did hear him talking about it on the boat, but I was too far away, and I walked up, hit him with it, and now we're friends. We talk online, and it's just cool that you can bridge that gap. But yeah, the
was
forest
that
at
the
night
guy
is
on the cart?
unparalleled. You can check out some of the videos on my page. It's wild.
Is that video you're talking about Mackinac Island, the guy who's on the back of the cart?
Yep.
Dude, he
Yep.
was so stoked when you came up and did it.
I
I was
know,
like,
because I
"That's
heard them.
so
They were
great."
like, I heard murmurs of it, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna get this guy when we leave. Like, I'm gonna kind of stalk him a little bit and follow him, because I had to catch up because I was in like the front area of the boat and he was more in the back, so he got to deboard first. So I'm scurrying down the lane trying to catch up to him.
That's awesome. Um, what is some of your favorite performances you've seen at Electric Forest?
Oh man. Let's see. I'm a huge Daily Bread fan. I love Pretty Lights. Pretty Lights is a very, very, very cool thing. It's a five-person band now that sample everything live, and they have a world-class DJ artist that
Mm.
actually cuts in the samples. They have a drummer, a guitarist, a pianist. I mean, it's a whole thing, and it's super, super cool. For jam band ends, I love string cheese. I love let's see. Oh man, the disco biscuits are fun every once in a while. We got, I mean, Billy Strings is always a good time. Um, let's see. There's another. Well, okay, so one of the first ones I ever went to, we saw Martin Garrix there, which is more of like a house thing, but it was my first one ever, and I was like, holy crap, this is what happens here. Like, so that one kind of like blew me away, even though it may not be my, cup of tea, but like the
Mhm.
production and like some of these things, the production is just like, holy crap. Like, the work that goes into this is impressive, and these light designers are on a level of, I mean, holy cow. Like, there's a guy named Laser Shark that does the lights and well, yeah, he does the lights and lasers for Pretty Lights, and it's, I mean, yeah, the name is in the name.
Pretty lights.
Yeah.
What would you say your favorite genre of music is?
Electro hip hop soul is as it's a very niche category of music, but it is like hip hop beats with heavier bass lines that have like a funk rhythm to it. So if you can look up like Daily Bread, you can, older Daily Bread, you can look up Late Night Radio, you can look up Pretty Lights. These are all I mean, I've been following some of these guys for 10 years. Like, I'm planning on doing like a kind of like a show series, and Daily Bread and Late Night Radio both have agreed to produce like, I don't know, 30 seconds of music that I get to use for my opening and
Mm.
closing of the channels. I don't know,
That's
so I'm
sick.
super stoked about that. Like, I got married, and our first song that we danced to was a Daily Bread song. And like, I mean, I know him personally. He's a good friend. He's a good guy. He's from Atlanta. Um, yeah, so that's definitely like really resonated in my heart. That's my favorite genre too, because it's just like I've gotten close to these guys, and it's just like, wow, like it's really cool. And then I can't not say Grizz, because I am from Detroit, and well, not from Detroit, but I live, right 35 minutes away, and I grew up, and we went and saw a ton of his shows. I have his show love, spread love tattooed on my fingers because it was a mantra, man. That's what we did. We showed love and spread love. Like, we handed out pizzas to the needy kids. It was called the 12 Days of Christmas, and it's 12
Mm.
days of us doing charity work and doing just good things for the community, because he's from Detroit. He donates a tons of money to the, Detroit Institute of Arts and the music programs. I not necessarily the, the biggest fan nowadays, because it's not quite my cup of tea anymore, but I can't discredit what this man's done. It is, I mean, impressive. So in that light, if he plays an older set, I'm in there like swimwear, baby. Like, give me a Chasing the Golden Hour set, give me an Early Days set. I'll be shaking my butt.
Now I have to ask if you've ever seen one of my favorite bands. I know they've been there a couple times. I don't know if they're a regular occurrence there anymore, but Nako and the Medicine for the People.
Oh my gosh, no way. Dude, seven feathers tattooed on my,
Oh,
no
that's
way. Holy crap, man. No way. I went to Summer Camp Music Festival VIP just to see Nako like three
Oh,
times because we got the VIP set in the back. My wife and I were front row, bawling our eyes out, like, oh my god, what a name drop! Good for you, dude.
I went to Cali Roots the year before they started going to Cali Roots, and I haven't made
Yeah.
it since. But they're one of my favorite bands of all time, and
Oh my god, I couldn't like. I look, I have, I
yep,
believe in the good things coming tattooed on my other fingers. Like,
so sick.
I'm not, dude, yeah, that one hits real close to the heart.
That's sick.
That's
That's
awesome.
sick. Oh, favorite song.
Ooh, it's got to be Seven Feathers.
Okay.
It is so down my alley of love and just soft hearted, and it reaches to my wife and I to a like very hard extent. Telling her to come out of her cave and just the whole 9 yards. It is so awesome. And like talking to her father about like, oh man, it hits so hard at home, and it's just such a good love song, and big fan.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, or then maybe close runner up would be Dear Brother. I
Mhm.
love that song too. Dear Brother is fantastic. We got to see it at Summer Camp Music Festival when Tim on the violin, he got to do his violin solo, and he shredded this thing so hard you could see the bow literally exploding. Like the lights were coming down on it, and you could see because like they're made of
Yeah.
horsehair, and I mean you could see him just shredding,
Mm.
and halfway through he stopped. He ripped the rest of the hair off was blowing up, and he just keeps going. And I was like, dude, we were freaking out. It was so cool.
Oh, I am so jealous. The version
Yeah,
of
Tim
him,
Snyder's the violinist name. Yeah, that's it.
yeah, him in the version of him in Nako, just playing the song on YouTube is just my favorite
It
version of that song.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Brian, what going back into kind of magic and what sparked your passion for gaming and all things nerdy?
Um, I guess I could say it was honestly probably my mom and older brother. Because I do, well, he's my stepbrother. But it's not that it really mattered. He's 7 years older than me. So my mom was a huge collector of Beanie Babies, right? And
Hmm.
this is the early 90s we're talking. So what was also in the early 90s? Pokemon. My
Hmm.
mother had traded multiple first edition boxes for her Beanie Babies. So she started getting into Pokemon. Well, next thing you know, my older brother's into Pokemon. I'm into Pokemon, and we're ripping first edition boxes. We opened one box. We got two Charizards. He got one. I got one. We had framed one up at the house. We ended up with a Venusaur and a Blastoise, all first edition. The house did burn down, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yep,
no.
yep.
Oh,
But I mean, I remember going behind my couch as a young kid and in Florida and ripping an entire box of jungle behind the couch. And my mom woke up and she's like, "Where's my box?" And she turns behind the couch, and I'm like my video where I'm under the blanket, like I'm sitting there wide eye, like I got some cool cards, mom. So yeah, those went straight to the collection. And cha-ching. I'm just an innocent little kid, ma. But
uh,
yeah, so that was a big thing, and then she had me waiting in lines to buy Furbies, man. Like I
Oh,
was
really?
waiting in line at a sweet tender age of 7. So it's I've been doing this for so long. I'm used to these lines. It's like, so she'd take me in there to buy her Furbies and her like anything collectible that was happening when the internet first started, and eBay's cooking and people are selling things
Hmm.
online, and everything's spreading like wildfire. And so I will have to give it credit to my mom and older brother.
that's pretty awesome. I had to fight my parents to take me to the game store to let me buy packs.
Okay, fair.
Like, no, I don't want to take you to the card store today. It's like, please, mom, I have this $10 burning in my pocket. That's really cool that you got to share that growing up with your mom though, and your
Hmm.
older brother. I
Yeah,
mean,
because I mean, she was like just they called her the Beanie Baby Lady. She had a pink like wooden cart on the side of US 41, which is I-75. Well, but once you hit Florida, it's called that. And my bus at school would drive by it every day, and everyone would be like, "It's the Beanie," and that's my mom. I was like, tight.
sorry.
Tight. Oh my
Well,
gosh.
when did you start playing Magic?
Magic took place in about 2012 with like Avison Restored. That's kind of where I got introduced to it. I didn't really, understand it all too much, but I did get like introduced. I opened some packs. My buddies were like just kind of getting into it. But then 2014 hit, and they did that Duels of the Planeswalker game for Xbox, and boy, that started the beast.
Yeah.
That I mean, I can't get enough of it. Celestial Mantle, FTW. I don't care how bad of a card it is. That was one of my favorites of all time in that game. And then we really grinded that until I don't know, probably 2016 or so. And then I kind of fell out of it when I hit my 20s because I started bartending, and that kind of took as I'm getting older now, I kind of got into a little bit more of the bartender having fun scene and got into that and getting silly. I started a cornhole league at the bar I bartended at, so
That's
even if
cool.
I wasn't working, I was still up there drinking and playing cornhole, and a lot of my ambitions kind of fell to the side on that little chunk of yearage. But I also can't deny it because it also did get me into the music scene as hard as it did.
Mm.
Because I was like, yeah, this is super fun, and then next thing you know, I'm like, whoa, this is really fun. I met some of my best friends that I still have to this day there. And that's who those are the videos that I show of cooking because like my wife and I do a birthday party every year. It's been this is the sixth or no, this might be the seventh year we just did it. It's a 2-day event. Friday we do board games, magic, euchre. We go to the park, we hit the beach, we take a swim because I live 2 houses away from a little lake, so we go do that. We come home. We have a little bit of food, nothing crazy. But Saturday, we do the relay race. It's a 10-leg relay race that includes like balloon pop, flip cup, beer pong,
Yeah.
name five, spike ball baskets where you have to take a spike ball and bounce it back and forth between clipboards and get it into a garbage can. Then you got to go to butt crack bingo where you take a quarter, stick it in your butt. You got to walk down a hill and drop it into a pitcher. My mom told me about it. She said she played it with the Red Hot Chili Peppers back in her day. So I'm sticking to it. I'm keeping butt crack bingo alive. It is too funny. I mean, it's a sight to see, to say the least. And then we go cornhole, can jam. So you throw a frisbee and you have to smash the frisbee into the can.
Mm.
And then you go up for the 10th leg, which is a beer chug. And we run that best of 3. And every year it goes to 4 matches because everyone decides they want to win one, and everyone is gassed. I mean, we're a bunch of 30-plus-year-olds
Yep.
running around my backyard. So by the 4th round, you got people bent over going, all right, well, we're starting it soon. We're and it's just good for yelling and screaming with the homies, and it's just good bonding. And that's where I end up cooking. I do like 5 slabs of smoked ribs. I do 10
Mm.
pounds of smoked pulled pork. I do about 4 pounds of Cajun grilled shrimp. I do 5 pounds of Korean beef.
Oof.
And then I make everybody bring all the sides. So I do all the proteins. And I mean, the sides are literally potatoes, coleslaw, potatoes. Oh, I'm going to bring some potato salad. I'm going to bring some. It's all
Potato
just potatoes, man. My parties are meat and potatoes. And it's like, because the whole pooping, cyclo thing was also going on, right? So my wife's mom comes up to me and goes, Brian, make sure no one brings a salad to your party. And I start laughing. And she's like, "What's so funny?" I was like, "Karen, if someone brought a salad to my party, I was like, they'd probably be shunned. People are so used to like no offense, but it's just like, oh my gosh." I was like,
Yep.
"Karen, don't worry. If someone does bring a salad, I'll take it out of the woods and I'll throw it in the woods so the deer can get the poops." And she starts cracking up. And I was like, "No, I like." She's like, "Well, you don't take it in front of him." I was like, "Nope, I'm making a stand right now. No
This is what
salad."
happens.
You want to bring salad? You're giving deers diarrhea.
Think about
Right,
that.
exactly. So I got a little sidetracked, but then once that kind of passed through, I ended up really getting back into it like hardcore. Like just before COVID, really, I started doing like
Hmm.
online tournaments where they were, like because everything was shutting down. So I mean but that
Yeah.
was like War of the Spark, Eldraine, Theros, Ikoria. I played all of those like as much as I could because I mean everything was shut down and I work in a hospital, so we did have to work for a while into the shutdown, but we are more of a specialty surgery center. So they did start shutting down certain departments, and I did get lucky enough to be one of the non as essential workers that
Mm.
was able to be let off because I called that quarantine thriving because I was able to refocus on a lot of my love and hobbies for things and really, sparked a little bit more inner passion for me. And so, yeah, corn thriving, and I'll stick to it. Yes, it was devastating in a lot of ways, but if like you're gonna learn about me, like you got to go through a little some stuff if you want it. You always gotta look on the bright side, dude.
Yeah.
There's bad, but there's also good, and it all depends on what you focus on. But
Hmm.
so I am focusing on the good part that I really got into magic and a lot of other like good healthy mental things for me, and then about shortly after that, that's when I started. The wife and I started doing the FNMs. Well, I got her into it on our honeymoon. I got the one. I had it planned out, man. So we go to Cabo for a few days, and well, it was more like a week, and we did like the coronavirus like special. So we got a week in Cabo, and all we had to do was sit through this hour long, timeshare thing,
Hmm.
and we did, and we got to stay there for a week. It was like $300.
Ooh.
It was
Yeah.
insane.
Oof.
It was insane. So while we were there, of course, we went. I mean, haywire. We went down to Cabo Wabo Bar and was watching live music, getting sauced on tequila. I mean, we just had the money to spend actually going on the
Hmm.
honeymoon because it was so dang cheap to go. We
Yeah.
got massages on the beach. We did a four-wheeling adventure. Well, then we come back to Michigan, and my one of my best friends, um, love him, but yeah, he got us a salmon fishing trip on the Au River. So we get
Ooh.
back, and we stay at this casino about 30 minutes away, and I had gotten an Innistrad, uh, the Midnight Hunt, and what was the other one? Crimson Vow. So I got a box of Crimson Vow and a box of Midnight Hunt, and they're draft boxes. So we didn't have much to do at the casino, and I'm not like a huge gambler per se. I mean, I'll buy packs and open packs and gamble, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to a slot machine. I'm not really gambling like that. It was just the closest place to stay, and it was fine. So get these boxes, I crack them out, and she's like, "What's this?" I was like, "We're learning how to play Magic tonight." So we did draft. I got her to learn on draft, and she ended up, just absolutely getting hooked. I think a lot of it was the pack cracking that she got to do that got her hooked.
Yeah.
But she did end up
Hmm.
learning how to play and having fun.
That's
And
awesome.
then once we got back from the salmon trip, which she caught it like a 35-pound salmon, I have it on video. It's crazy, but we ended up catching like 120 pounds worth of salmon,
Dang.
and yeah, it was insane. And so we froze. When we got done, they fillet it all up. They give it to you, put it in the freezer, and then yeah, we had smoked salmon for like 8 months, man. The dips, everything you could imagine. And then once we got back, that's kind of when we started the FNM journey of having our buddies over, teaching our friend, teaching new friends, teaching, all kinds of people. And that was at the time when I was also going to Jester's Gallery, which is one of our local LGSs. And I got into a pop with a couple people. And after, a couple games, we go outside and, have a smoke and stuff. And we come back in. And I look at them and I was like, you guys, you just want to do this at my house every Friday? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, all right, cool. Let me get your numbers. And they've been my friends ever since. They come over every Friday, and we fought. And then we got their friends to bring their friends over. So now it's like, I mean, we average 8 people minimum every Friday over at my house, just yelling at each other, playing games, and we've taught tons of people and just kind of fostered this tight knit little fun group that we're always open to having more people come over, like RD Rule Daddy, MTG Rule Daddy. I met him at the Black Vault event and I found out he only lives like 20 minutes away from me.
Hey.
So I was like, dude, yeah, let's hang out. Like, come on over, dude. So yeah, it's been an awesome journey that has introduced me to a lot of very cool people, lifelong friends that I've now had for 12 years or so. Because yeah, it was like 24, I started meeting some of these people in probably 2016, so 10 years.
Wow.
So it's just like it's crazy and yeah.
So when you host your FNM, are you guys strictly Commander? Are you doing draft? What are your FNM usually
done
like?
it all, really. Like when Commander Legends came out, we bought 2 boxes of Commander Legends and we all split it, but then we also bought like another themed box to go with it. Like we did an Ikoria one, so we did Commander Legends and Ikoria, and we drafted Commander decks out of that. I mean, granted, yeah, it was like a 9-hour event. Like,
dude.
So what? We're hanging out at my house.
Exactly.
Get here. Let's open some boxes. Let's do a draft day. So yeah, I mean, we started at like 1. Everyone left at like midnight. And we've done that a couple times. We've gotten the draft night boxes. We've done that. I love getting like the turtle team up. I got 2 of the Clue boxes. Clue's underrated. That is so much fun. Oh my gosh, Clue's stupid fun. If you liked Clue to begin with, then it makes it way better. But and then I have the arch enemy Nicol Bolas. I have the plane chase cards. Like I love theme anything. Like if you watch my deck series, like I love themes. My deck boxes match my sleeves, match my this, and I'm just a big bougie nerd when it comes to it. It's like I like my things to match. And yeah, so yeah.
I just saw something really cool. Loading Ready Run built a Tolkien cube.
Ooh, see, that's something I want to get into big time, as I've yet to do a cube.
Oh yeah, those are. See, the toughest part is how you want to build the cube.
Yeah.
What's the power level?
Theme, baby, and go to the races.
For me, I have a bias against certain colors, and I don't want them as good as the colors.
Okay.
That's the trouble I was running into my cube is I was having a hard time being unbiased.
Fair.
Yeah. Well, Brian, what is your favorite commander?
Ooh, this is a loaded question, boys. I can't say I have a one. I will give you a top 3.
Yeah.
We'll go. Light Paws is one of my all-time favorite bays. Like, I love when people are like, dude, mono white is not that good in Commander. I love that argument. Please, let's play. I love it. So, yeah, that one is one of my all-time favorites because you can build it cheap, you can build it expensive. It works every time. It's like, it's consistent. And it's going to be different. Everyone's like, oh, you go get the same auras. I mean, sometimes, yeah, you're going to go get the same auras, but then sometimes you're going to have people like, oh, I'm going to put a stun counter on it. I'm going to make you sacrifice it. I'm going to make you do this. Well, there's an answer for everything.
Yeah.
There is. There's an answer for everything, but it's you having enough flash speed to be able to in response play it goes a lot deeper than just going to get my all that glitters and I'm gonna smack you and kill you.
Yeah.
Like, yes, that does happen, but
Hands
there
up.
when you start playing with people who know what's going on, like, yeah, they're gonna make you
Mhm.
work for it, and that's my favorite part is working for it. Because if I still get to win after all three of you have been bugging out on the Voltron
Yes.
mono white player,
Even more special. Mm-hmm.
worth it. And then Karlov of the Ghost Council, Orzhov, life game is also one of my favorite things. So it's life gain and recursion, and I'm always doing something in that deck too. So I'm playing the Soul Sisters. So every single creature that you play, I'm gaining life.
Mhm.
Karlov's getting 2 more 1/1 counters.
Mhm.
I'm swinging for lethal. I'm removing counters to exile other people's creatures. I always have something to do, and that's a big part of like if it's one of my favorite decks because it's like I have decks that sit there and kind of stall out, but like the ones that are making me think and pay attention to every single card that's played that's got me on my tippy toes like that's it for me, man. And
Yeah.
Karlov does it because it's like I can deal with a lot of the things that come out, and I need to be paying attention to every single creature that comes out because chances are I'm getting huge.
Bam.
And then my last one is probably going to be Volo Guide to Monsters because
Really?
I, it's anti-tribal, tribal, and what's better
Mm-hmm.
than getting one creature? Getting two, baby. So that is my Simic Mutate. Um, I broke Mutate officially. So you can use the Auspicious Sterix, and with Volo out, he copies it on the stack and double. He's the
Oh,
only card that
yes.
has an X in its mutate
Yeah.
cost that lets you do it so much. So I end up exiling my entire deck, and then I
Mhm.
draw cards and lose, which that's a win in my book because I got to do the thing, baby. Like I don't care. And people are like, "Dude, you're gonna lose," and I'm like, "Yeah, I am."
Watch me.
But you were scared for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I take myself out and I'm like, see ya.
Went out on your own terms, doing your deck, doing its
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna put a lab man in there. I'm not gonna put a Jace in there because that takes the fun out of it for me. Because I just, I want people to be like, dude, I can't believe you're doing this. And oh my gosh. And then hear all the complaints and get all that. And it just feeds my soul. And then I lose. Oh, yeah, chef's kiss, baby.
I love it. Do you run Vigor in the deck?
I do not run Vigor. It's mainly the mutate. I play as many mutate creatures as I can because and I do run tutors in it. So it's as soon as I can get the Auspicious Sterix mutated, I am mutating everything I possibly can on them. Underneath them, it doesn't matter because I'm churning out my whole deck and I'm gonna lose. That's the goal every single
Awesome.
time. I have one with it on accident because, like, say I got a Ruin Crab out turn one.
Mm.
I mean, yep. But as
Mm-hmm.
long as I don't draw the cards to kill myself in the same instance of everything coming out, I have been able to win on the off occasion because I had, 39 lands come out with Ruin Crab out. Sorry, guys.
Alright, guys.
Should have been able to deal with the one drop little crabby boy.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Well, gave us a few cards for your commanders, but what is one card you think is overrated and one card you think is underrated?
We're going to go underrated. I'm going to say it's Nowhere to Run. It is a black and 2-drop enchantment that gives a creature -3/-3, but it gets rid of all hexproof and ward. No
Mm.
more ward, no more hexproof for your opponents. It's a 2-drop. It's from Duskmourn. It's like 45 cents. One of the only other things that do that is that trample staff that gives you lifelink, brain farting, where you can pay one and you can take away
Oh,
hexproof or something.
Shadow Sphere?
Oh.
Yeah, Shadow
Yeah,
Spear.
Shadow Spear.
Thank you. Yes, yes, Shadow Spear. So that's one of the only other like cheaper ways to get rid of hexproof just straight up. I mean, it's not the only way, but it's like this is staple. This is 2-drop, stays on the battlefield, hexproof, and ward no more. There aren't many things that just say ward is not a thing anymore. Like, sorry, but it's just super good for just overall anything. You get to kill something and protection's just like out of here.
Yeah, I would agree.
That's really
I mean,
cool. I think that's a really good card.
I know.
yeah,
I know. It's a great card.
for just having that effect in a commander game
Yeah.
is really good just to have out on the battlefield for 2 mana.
Right.
Yeah.
Guess what? Your
A lot of
heroic
people just
intervention,
use
And
you might be able to give him indestructible, but not hexproof. So if I'm putting a path or something on the stack that's exile, and you're cooked. It's just so good.
and the best thing too, it says creature your opponents control. So it is
I
targeting
know.
them, not yourself.
Crazy, dude.
It's a good card. That's it.
I know.
Okay. That was underrated. What is overrated?
I'm gonna be one of the guys that say heuristic study is overrated, probably because of my pod, because I never get value out of it ever. And I blame it on my pod. Our pod it's unrelentless when that card comes out. Like, people will spite. We've been playing together for so long. I mean,
Mhm.
it is pure spite magic, and I stick to it, man. Like, whenever I do play it online, it's like, okay, I'll get a couple out of it. But when I play it, it just, I hate it. I hate it. It's such a bait card in my group. It is. It's like I could put something else in there that'll help, like, me. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
like all it is just a stacks piece, and it's 1 mana. Like, my group doesn't have it, so I think it's overrated. But that also could just be like my own damn experience.
Yeah.
You know, like, sad tear go by. Whatever. Like, I don't know why people want it banned. Like, just do it better. Pay the one.
I'm not responsible and I don't pay those taxes.
All right, well, let's play a game.
Nope.
Someone has a smothering tithe out. No, I'm not paying for my
That's a
draw.
whole
sir.
different story. No, 2 mana? 2 mana? Nope. People aren't
Nope.
doing that, dude.
No.
Smothering Tithe, in my opinion, is better than Ristic Study. I've seen people have these talks before, and I'm a believer that Smothering Tithe is in its own right better, depending on where you play. Like, I mean, that for
Yep.
me, Smothering Tithe wins me games. Like,
Mhm.
I then have the mana to do it. Like, I've learned I just have to run card draw that's not Ristic Study, and I'm fine.
Mhm.
You don't need to run Ristic Study just because you're playing blue.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Blue's
mean,
pretty-
I'll stand by Ristic Remora. Like, I love that card. I'll drop that the first couple. If I get it late game, I mean, whatever. No one's paying the 4 ever. Like, it doesn't
don't
happen.
feed the fish.
So it's like, I'll play the fish, if it takes me, if I get 2 cards off of it, off the first two turns, because, like, I like
Yeah.
playing the fish and then having nothing to do. So I can just sit there
Mhm.
and pay for it, because it's like, I don't have anything else to do anyway. So it's like, I'll play the fish.
Bait fish.
Love it. If you could meet any celebrity to play Magic with, who would it be?
It'd probably have to be Post Malone.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, I feel like I can relate to this guy. Like, he seems fun. He seems funny. He's a musical genius. I love his early young beginning day videos of him doing, like, I feel like the shit that I was doing, just videotape and making just fun stuff, and made something of himself, and that's just so cool. And watching him on, Command Zone, and what was it where he was on it with Prof, and Joe,
Play it. No, not play at home.
yes, Commander, yes,
Commander
or no, oh no, not Commander at Home. I Hate Your Deck.
Okay.
Yes.
So early days of I Hate Your Deck, when Joe from Tabletop Jocks was still on it.
Yeah.
And they did a Professor and Posty episode. I mean, that episode went down in history for me. Like, they're doing what my tables do. We're having a couple drinks. We are cracking up. We're pushing each other. Like, it would just seem so real and homey, and like, I correlate with that so much, like that. So I would love to meet Post Malone, and I know he's a huge fan. I've seen his Skyrim tattoos. I got the Skyrim dragon statues. I just feel like him and I would get along, man.
That'd be fun.
Before we go move on from Magic, I have one question.
Of course,
In your play group, what would your play group say your bad habit is?
being a dick.
Do you mess with people just because you can?
100%.
Yeah.
I've built. We've been like I said, we've been playing for so long, so it's like, yeah, I built like a Yori and Blink deck that doesn't win really often or anything. It pisses you off. Like, and then I built a Coma deck. It's got 19 counter spells and a bunch of ramp. Because all I need to do is get Coma out and tap your lands and keep you at bay even more. Like, yeah, I have a couple just not friendly decks to play against my friends. Like, they don't I have 54, so it's like I just keep building. 'Cause, like, when we did start playing as a group, we started the opposite end. We started competitive as all could be. Like, we were building Corvold combo food chain decks with Dockside combo line. Like, I mean, I had 12 combos in my Corvold deck at one point. Like, we started off the complete opposite end of casual, because like our buddies who were already into Commander had these just insane decks. So it was like, okay, let's play to our competition. And we instilled, because like we were all buying and collecting and everything, so we did instill the rule of you got to buy one and then you can proxy one. And then I started taking it further because I started making so many decks that I would buy another one and then I'd be able to proxy another one, and then I'd be able to buy another one and I'd be able to proxy another one. Well, after like 3 years of that, I got pissed and I was like, guys, I have more cards than I'm ever gonna have to worry about. Like, if I'm gonna proxy something, I'm gonna proxy something. And then it all became cool, and now we're completely proxy friendly. It just took the push for someone to be like, we're done with this shit. Like, no one can keep up. Like, if you want to proxy the deck, go for it, play it. Let's just play the damn game. So now we're building theme decks. Now we're building, grinder decks that are, take 15, 20 turns. Like, I'm not a huge fan of 2-hour games, but that sweet hour and a half, that's where it's at for me. Turn like 10, turn 12. That's like an awesome. You get the, you remember everything that's happened. You get the talk after the game. It wasn't such a grinder. Oh, I played 7 board wipes. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have that deck. Like, I am what I am. And so yeah.
I would say my favorite games are those, like you said, hour to hour and a half.
Yeah.
But I like seeing everybody's deck start doing its thing.
Yes.
Right.
I want to see my friend's deck start functioning, and despite them all starting to get their engines going on, I'm able to win the game. I really hate it when my friend's stuck on 2 lands on turn 6.
Yep.
Like, that's not fun.
Yep. We also play the mulligan rule. It's like, dude, get a hand that's playable. I don't want you to be sitting there. So like we have unlimited mulligan rule in my house. It's like, shuffle, get your 3 lands, get your 4 lands that you need to start. Don't start with a turn 1 Soul Ring if you're 7 shuffles in. Like, come on, be realistic about it. We're here to play the game. Like, so we do have that instilled, and it's like, I'm trusting you, you're trusting me. Like, I'm not out here trying to get a loaded hand. It's like, we want to play the damn game. So we do that to kind of assist with that. And I know like Veraxidus and Digi, they have if you haven't gotten a land on X turn, you get to go get one. And I'm all about that, because we've done that too at our house games. Because it's like, granted, we have done it once and the person got the land and their next top deck was exactly what they needed to, like, not only catch up, but put themselves so far in the lead. I was like, I hate this rule.
I cannot tell you how many games I've played. Cannot tell you how many games I've played where people who are like land screwed, nothing happens to them, but once they start getting that land, they start popping off and going crazy.
Yep.
And nobody touched them.
Yeah, because I'm here to say it. Sandbagging is also a technique that is so underrated in Commander. Like, you never want to be really the first person who blows up because you are target number one.
Yep.
And it's like going second or third sometimes, in my opinion. Like, I love it, like, because it's like it takes some of the heat off me, and I do attract a certain amount of heat to begin with. So it's like I've had to learn how to sandbag because if I start playing the game, with some of the things I have in my hand sometimes, like it's just gonna get blown up. My
Yep.
pod plays removal. We don't let shit just slide. It's like, so you gotta play it at the right time and kind of, or have something to make sure you can protect it. Have your heroic intervention, have your counter spells, have your graveyard recursion, have like a way to start doing it before you overextend into something. And my friend's just like, well, farewell. Up, board wipe,
Yep.
beep, 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 see ya. Murder, bye. Like, so yeah.
I recently won with my Oppa deck, and I had to use a Path of Exile and on a road to ramp myself.
Done it. Been there, done that, baby.
Oh.
I was stuck on 2 lands forever, and I had like a handful of removal, and I was just like, wait, what if I turn this into ramp? And I was able to win.
That's crazy. Well, stepping out of Magic, video games. You said you
Yeah,
don't have much time playing video games, but you're into it. What's the very first video game you remember playing?
I'm almost positive it was Duck Hunt. Like,
Was it?
almost positive because I remember my dad they got it for my older brother at the time, and I remember being in Florida and coming in, and they had that orange gun, and I remember blasting ducks, man. That was that was it. That was
Mm-hmm.
like, and then once that kind of started, like then it was the Mario's that really took off. That's really what it was, Super Mario and stuff like that. But that was still super young at that point. Um, and then it kind of, then the Super Nintendo came out, and it yeah.
Yeah.
Evolutionized video games
Mm-hmm.
forever.
Yeah, I mean, we got Star Fox, Yoshi's Island, Bomberman was like a huge thing with the cul-de-sac kids, dude. Like, we'd have extension cords coming outside, and we'd have the TV and the Nintendo set up, and we'd be playing
Yes.
4-player Bomberman. Like, oh, dude, yeah,
Early day LAN parties right there.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I got a story about LAN parties when we got the next one.
I can go right
Well,
into
let's
it.
just get into it.
Yeah.
What's your most memorable video game experience?
All right, so we're gonna go. This is gonna be a hard one too, because it is, So I'm probably gonna have to say like Halo was incredibly groundbreaking. Like, there were the midnight release parties at these things were insane. There'd be like 10 cars pulled up, hatches popped, multiple TVs, multiple Xboxes, lawn chairs, and this was like a 6 to 8 hour event in front of EB Games. Like,
Mm.
y'all remember EB Games? Like, and it was crazy. Like, that was insane. Like, that was definitely one of the most memorable experiences ever, for sure. Because it was wild to see that much like community not being planned. Like I'm sure the people in the cars planned it, but like
Yeah.
the food truck, the people that just like showed up and the things, it was wild. Like, yeah.
It's really
My
fun.
brother in high school, like every Friday, Saturday night, his entire high school basketball team would come over, and we'd put 3 TVs in the room, system link them all, and just have these insane like 12 people death matches, or
Mhm.
capture the
Yeah,
flags,
100%.
shoddy
Yeah. I mean,
snipers.
man, it brings back such good memories. And then I guess more recently, one of the like most impactful video game experience I've had lately had to be from Expedition 33, Claire Obscura's. The game is all about grief and how a certain family handled it and everything. And it taught me, to have a lot of perspective. Like, I mean, it didn't teach me, but it definitely opened my eyes to like
Mhm.
how perspective is different for each person, and it it kind of let me process what I was also going through, because one of my best friends did pass away like literally 6 months before it had come out. So I was feeling a type of way. And then I played this game and it's literally centered about grief, like, and how these people handle it and how they viewed it and what they went through. And then, little to know, it was also preparing me to lose my other best friend like 6 months after. So it was a very weird, like, soul touchingly awkward, like, thing. Like, I don't know, like, but that game was there for me in the middle of it. And I can't say enough about it, because it is just mind-blowingly crazy cool and touching and sad, and it's a story. Like, I love a good story, and by golly damn, it's a good story.
Oh,
Well,
sorry to
sorry
hear
to hear
that.
that about your friends. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I mean, it does happen, and there's a quote from one of them that I will be saying a little bit later, and yeah, they were part of our
Oh.
festival buddy squad and played like, one of them played Magic with us every Friday. He drive 2 hours from Grand Rapids, and I made a video on that one also, because after he had passed, his sister and family gave me his Magic decks, because I mean, I helped him build him, I helped him get into it. So I did it quite well. I split out some of the other ones to our other Magic buddies that were with him, so we all have, parts of him that to remember him by and everything. Well, I got his Edgar Markov deck,
Mhm.
which was originally my Edgar Markov deck, that he was like, dude, I want to build vampires. And I was like, boop, here you go, bud. Like, I got you, my guy. So I ended up getting that back after he, had it for years. And I ended up playing it one of the other, or it was a few months ago. And I like fully channeled his energy on it. Like, he was the kind of player that, like, if you dealt one damage to him, all his resources were to kill you. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Didn't matter what you
Yeah.
did.
You pushed
Didn't
him.
matter what you did. Didn't
You.
matter if you were hitting him for one. Didn't matter if you made him discard a card. Didn't made him. Whoever messed with him first was, you're dead. Target number one.
Mhm.
Public enemy. I don't care. And that's how he played. And so I channeled that, and I ended up winning that game too. And it was cool. It was very surreal to be able to have that. And that is another part of why Magic is cool, because it's like I get to channel that and remember my homie and remember these things, and it does bring a certain light. And like I said, you got to look at the bright side of things. It's like I do get to still remember them and remember these times, and have his decks as memory. And yeah, so it's tough, but I mean, you gotta let it go and be happy. Like, you live the way he would want you to live. And
Mhm.
yeah, it is what it is.
that's awesome. That's really
Yeah.
cool that you get to do that though.
You said you haven't been able to play as many video games now. Has there been one that you've seen that you want to play? That you s-
Um, let's see. I definitely want to play that new Wolverine game coming out. Like,
Yeah.
real bad. I definitely want to get
Mm-hmm.
into that. I do have the Siuna's Hellblade 2, the Siuna's Sacrifice game. It's all about like what a patient that going through like mental changes and like mental breaks. What's that disorder called? Bipolar. So they're
Mm-hmm.
having like this lady's having a bipolar psychotic break while you're going through this adventure game. It's an RPG, and it's called Hellblade 2, and it's brutal, man. It is like, it's terrifying, and it shakes you to the core. I played the first one. I was like, holy crap. And then they came out with the second one, and I was like, I got it. I have it bought. I just haven't had the time to play it. But other than that, yeah, I know that Wolverine game's coming out, and it looks super cool.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
What is like your favorite gaming franchise of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh man, oh. I guess when I was younger, it would have been more like Halo, Gears of War. I kind of fell out of Halo for Gears of War. I love Gears of War. But I guess over all the years, like, I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn's fantastic. I love that series. I love Oh man, I might have to just say Final Fantasy because I've played so many of them. They're always like pretty spot on good. I've played them for the longest portion of my life too. Like I remember playing, I think it was Final Fantasy IV. I'm pretty sure with Dylan and doing the blitz commands and fighting Kefka. Kefka was an evil villain. If people don't remember how evil Kefka really was, like he poisoned the water hole just because he could. He killed an entire village just because he wanted to. He was like, I'm gonna poison this water hole, and did it. Like Kefka was such a good villain, and then yeah, I will probably have to say Final Fantasy just because it's been the most tried and true for like I don't know 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, like some people may think of it like as a cop out answer, but there's a reason why it's been one of the longest gaming franchises of all time, and
Right.
why
It's like
their
I mean,
games
yeah,
always
I can
bang.
name off four more franchises that are great. It's just like nothing really has that generational of an impact to me. Like that like I still get to go back and play them nowadays now that they're remastered and yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
have my qualms about it, but guess what? I'm still reliving and now living new experiences with some of these games and it's like, dude, I'm sorry, but like and I played these games at such pivotal points in my life too that like I always found something to resonate with them about like this hits home for me and I guess you could call me an emotional dude. Like I feel things, but like, you know, it's cool when something makes you feel and it feels so strongly, whether it's anger, whether it's, you know, sadness, whether it's, you know, you're delighted. Like if a game can make me laugh too, game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you are a ball of personality and energy, like we've said before. One thing we're both passionate about and allows us to express our ways, maybe in an exuberant way, like you do, which we don't may not normally do characteristically. But do you play any D&D or TTRPGs?
I have dipped my toes into D&D, of the one shot variety where, you know, our dungeon master starts us off at a certain level and he kind
Mm-hmm.
of gives us like the last dungeon to go through, or maybe it's like a two visit one shot where, you know, we have to go through this town and find out about certain things, and, you know, and more of the shorter end version. Um, but I have had a blast. I do tend to break the like the I guess you could say the sanctity of it because like when a dungeon master's telling me like they're describing something, I'm immediately trying to compare it to things that I've seen and know, and I kind of throw off the setting of the scene sometimes because you know, I am just a talker and whatever. So like my buddy was talking about how these red vines were, you know, consuming and taking over. And I was like, oh, kind of like Horizon Zero Dawn. And he was like, no. I was like, my bad, yo. So, you know, I do, you know, I loved it and I did have a great time. Like one of my favorite things was like in one of the one shots I picked like an archer rogue type of thing and I had really high talking skills and we had gone through the town and I had to be pretty much the guy that got the answers out of the people of where to find the dragon stone and blah 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 and how to find our way to the cave and in so facto we get to this cave and I'm scooting around, you know, launching arrows at this dragon because we had to defeat him. And then once we defeated him, we were able to talk to him as a group, and we convinced him to give us one of the dragon stones. Well, me knowing this was the end of our one shot, I was like, "Hey, dragon, chances you gonna get one of them other dragon stones." So I tried to use my sleuth and skills of my tongue to
Mm-hmm.
have him give me another dragon stone for pure profit. And I think I made one successful roll, and it didn't get me far. But I got torched, and the rest of my squad left all happily, and I was like, "Well, that's the end for me, baby." Went on a high note, like, and it's like that type of, you know, adventuring and that type of just openness and imagine, or that creativity and that space you have to, do those silly things or do the thing you may not be like, because like another one we did, like, oh, Mass Effect, huge series that I love. Speaking of that, because I picked one of my characters, my buddy did kind of like a space themed one, like a one shot, and I picked my character to be like a Krogan. So if you have ever played the Mass Effect series, like there's this big dinosaur species and they're called Krogans, and they're all about brute strength and assault rifles and shotguns, and like they're hogs, man. They're absolute beast war tank of a species, and that was one of my characters, and I gave him like spatial awareness and teleporting. So it was like one of the classes in the game that I got to recreate in this like space themed D&D one shot, and that really connected me to it because here I am being able to use the things that I know and love to bring it into someone else's world. And he played, the rule of cool, because like he didn't know really much about my character, so we kind of went over a character sheet, and I was like, well, I'd like to be able to teleport like up to 10 feet, because like one of the classes in there lets you do that kind of thing. You get to like teleport, because like he's already a big dude, so I want to be able to teleport up into a battle, lay off a couple shotgun rounds, and then teleport back, or just teleport charge into someone. So I kind of went over that with him, like that was the class, that's what I want to be able to do. And he hated me the whole time. They're trying to like we started a fight and these creatures are running away, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna use my teleport, and I teleport up and I get like right behind him. He's like, okay, well, I'm gonna continue to try to run away, and it kept being to where we were always one square away from each other, so I couldn't interact with them. And he's like, this is done. He's like, you can't teleport anymore. He goes, they're running away, damn it.
Oh, gotta love the struggles of a DM with the player. The battles between them are always great. I can definitely see you thriving as a high charisma character when you're thinking about.
Sure. Give me a bard role, baby. I'll sing songs and pump up the team.
I love it. I love it.
Well, is your Mass Effect character? Would you say that was your favorite character you've played, or is there another one?
I think the rogue might have been the most fun, because the Krogan was only like the last mission where I actually got to dive a little bit more into the character role and actually like, start developing a voice for him. Like I started, cheesing around, making a voice up, and actually got to, get into the shoes a little bit more, which is definitely what interests me about doing a bigger campaign. I just need it to be close and convenient style thing, which at my age now, it's a little hard. I got my friends, or my main DM is having a baby. Well, they just had a baby, so they're probably not gonna have any campaigns there soon. But we did just finish this game called Sunderfolk. It's kind of along the lines of like almost like a Baldur's Gate in a sense. But you get to use your phone. So it's on the PlayStation. It's like the big screen up there with all the little, tactical, spaces you can move, but you use your phone to control your character, your armor sets, your abilities, your moves, and you pick your classes beforehand, and you actually use your phone as a team to control what's happening on the main board up on the PlayStation. It was really cool. And we had just were able to finish that right before they had their baby, so that was a super nice thing to kind of go off of. Yeah.
D&D is definitely a time-consuming thing, so I know you were saying you're struggling to find time to play video games, so I can understand the difficulty.
Yeah, if I'm having a hard time getting my games right now, D&D one, that one's gonna be, that was super tough.
Well, now getting kind of into your content creation, what inspired you to start making content?
So this then again kind of goes back to my buddies. They told me to do this like 5 years ago. They were like, dude, we'll give you our Prime subs. Dude, just do it, man. Just do it. Like, you could be like White Shack. You're like, you're loud, you're in people's faces. Like, just lean into that, dude. Like, do it. And they told me for years. and we were still going to music festivals and I was hanging out with the guys. It's like I can't be doing all of this at once. Like, where's my time to hang out with the boys and hang out with the squad and go to these music festivals and drive across the world? We drove to Texas one time just because we were like, we gotta go to this music festival. Where's it at? Texas. All right, yeah, cool. Hop in the car. Let's go. It was like, what? I wouldn't do that nowadays. Are you kidding me? It sounds so stupid, but
sounds fun.
I wouldn't take it back now, because like it's one of those memories I got with my buddy, and it is what it is, and I'm doing it, because they always told me to, and I just feel like this is what they would want me to be doing, and I'm having, like, they were right. I'm having fun doing it, like. So it's like, I guess they were right all along, and they can look down and watch your boy, maybe make something out of doing what I love to do, which is play games, make people laugh, and just be a good dude. Like,
yep.
Oh yeah, man. It definitely shows. Your content is
thoroughly
always you with a big old smile on your face.
Yep.
You are just always loving whatever you're talking about in your videos. It comes through.
That's partially the bag, man. It's like, I don't want to watch people that don't care about what they're talking about. Like, I care about what I'm talking about, baby. Like,
yeah. It's important.
It is in the veins.
Well, looking back at your content, what was your first video and how do you feel about it now?
It's a convoluted combos video, and I still stand by it. I still run the combo in one of my decks. Like, it's a 5-card baloney jank combo, but I run it in a Thrasios Tana deck, and the main thing is use Tana. The only reason Thrasios is there is if I so happen to manage to get infinite mana, then I pull this combo out that's 5 cards that wins the game, but like that's not how it wins. It wins by Tana dealing combat damage. So it's auras and auras and equipments to go into Tana. So whenever she deals combat damage, you make that many saplings or plants or whatever. So it's really just a Voltron deck, but if I do happen to end up getting infinite mana, I play Thrasios and get the combo out, and I end up stealing everything. So it's like a Mycosynth Lattice, shocker, Mycosynth Lattice, but it's like Fumble, Volshock Battlemaster, and another card. Well, it turns everything into artifacts, and then you turn everything into equipments, and then Volshock Battlemaster comes in and you gain control of all equipments. Then you cast Fumble, which bounces Volshock Battlemaster back to your hand, but you keep all the equipments that were attached to him, which was everybody else's permanents. So now I have your lands that are equipments. I have your, you know what I mean? It's like, dirty. It's janky, but like, you'll never see happen that way. So I keep it around. And yeah, like I said, like I don't do things I don't love. And it's like, I still stand by that, man.
That is definitely one of the most convoluted combos I've ever heard of.
It is. It's
like
silly.
Maybe cards I didn't even remember. Well, if you were to describe your channel in 5 words to someone, what would they be?
Chaotic comedy, down to earth, passionate, and wholesome. Those would be my 5 power adjectives.
Down to earth is technically 3 words, but the sentiment there, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll go DTE. That's 1 acro, baby.
Love it. Perfect.
It was very accurate. We were talking about your music videos that you've been putting together lately with the replacement lyrics for songs, and just that being peak comedy and also stuck in our head.
Yes.
Love it. That's the goal, man. To like I want to walk up to a Magic Con, like, dude, you're that Barnz house guy. I sing your songs. Like, that would be so funny. Like, it would be really cool. Like, it's like, so my wife went to a graduation last night, and one of the family members walked up to her and did her line, and she was like, no way.
Yes.
Like, So like the family members are in on it and saw her do her part. You know, like it made like she came home. I mean, grinning ear to ear, and I was like, "Oh wait, you told me you got noticed on the street, babe." She's like, "Well, it's famous. Like you got noticed on the street."
Famous.
So yeah, it was super cute and fun, and yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you have on your channel, you have a tendency to be a little destructive when opening packs. What is your favorite way you've opened a pack?
I think I'm gonna have to go paintball. The paintball packs are my favorite. Because it actually really doesn't like mess with them at all. Like, I mean, the first card might have like a little dent in it, but like it's always a comment or a token or something. Like, I'm fine with that. And so it's like I can blast these packs all day, and you know it's hilarious. It's good target practice, and I still get that with my packs.
Do you like seeing the comments after them? Seeing like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
I mean, you know, it's my money, and you know that's what I'll stick to. It's like I'm only denting the first card anyway, and guess what? Even if I do a rocket pack and I burn up a card, I can't wait until I burn up a good card. I'm putting it in my deck. You better believe it, baby. Like I don't care. Like it's my money. Like let me do what I want with it. Like I'm throwing $200 in Fierce Guardianships around in my yard. I don't care. Like it's my thing, dude. Like you know, you got rappers throwing money in videos. Let me throw my cards around. You don't get mad at those guys.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny when those rockets weren't going off consistently, just burning packs.
Dude, all right. So the first one I did worked like a charm. It changed my whole perspective on it. I was like, wait, this is what's gonna happen every time. Because the first pack I did it worked perfectly. The fountain of cards came out, but I didn't know that's how it was gonna go. So I videotaped the rocket the whole time. So I missed a lot of the card fountain. And then I was like, dude, no problem. I'm running it back. I'm getting a couple of these. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. They fall over and just burn up. And I've done it like 6, 7 other times, and it's just been a complete disaster every time. And I even had a couple people reach out. They're like, dude, they go, will you sign one of those and send it to me? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I was like, I think this is absolutely hilarious. Like, I have a couple, you know, more that, like, yeah, I can't wait till I burn up a good card. I'm going to put it in a deck so fast, it's not even funny.
See, and that's like the funny part about it too, because yeah, you're gonna get the negative comments of people being like, "What are you doing? You're just burning up money. I would have taken that card or whatever." But then there's those people like, "Hey, can you send me that really messed up card? Can you send me that card you tore in half?"
It was a burned up common. Like I even have gone through the packs after the rocket pack, and I've not once had a rare that's been like bad. Like the top might have a little ash on it, but like it's still sleeve playable, baby.
Love it. You've mentioned the paintball video, and you had a bit of a cameo with that video as well. And you've had some opportunities to meet and collab with some larger creators. Can you share your experiences and what it's like to interact with them?
Overall, they were all super nice, super friendly. Some more than others were, you know, more open and welcoming. Like big shouts to Joe the Magic Gatherer. That dude is beyond cool. He's so down to earth. He actually took time out and like chatted with me and bullshitted and like asked me about myself and like really did care, it seemed like. And since the Black Vault event, like we've stayed in contact, and he's supporting me and encouraging me, and that feels great. Like to actually have someone like be like, yeah, dude, keep doing what you're doing. Like you're killing it. I'm like, all right, cool. Like I'm doing something right. Like I caught the eye of something. Like that's awesome. Like that's cool. Some of them were a little, you know, harder to talk to or so. I mean, granted, I don't want to like put a shade on anything, but like this was freshly after the Goblin Grounds thing, so a lot of these guys were like freaked out. Like they were still all very fresh off of it. Like So like, you know, they were a little more tight-lipped and just trying to just like, you know, do, you know, like just do the thing and be there for, you know, like, so it was quite business, you know, and you know, like I said, some of them were, you know, more open than others. Like Elder Dingus Highlander, dude was a G. We got to play a game. And he played this dog deck, and I played my janky mono red group hug chaos burn deck. And he's like, what is this? And I was like, chaos.
I was gonna say those words didn't go together.
No,
exactly. And it's the best part because no one plays this, or I've like, it's great. Like I've brought it on a couple of the live channels, like two decks, or two guys, two decks, one dream. I've brought it on Mox Addict TV. I haven't brought it on V or Digi's channel yet, but I will for sure. But it is Toralf, God of Fury, and okay. I'm trying to give you creatures. I'm trying to give you all the creatures. I'm playing 2-drop artifacts that every time anybody plays a creature, you get a 1/1 mirror. Anybody, everybody. Sacrifice decks love me. They're like, dude, we're gonna be best friends. And I was like, yeah, you are right. We're gonna be best friends. We're gonna be best of friends. So after I'm done giving everybody everything, I just cast a Blasphemous Act and win, because Toralf redirects excess non-combat damage to any other target. So big board, cast my commander, cast a board wipe, I win. Because everyone's got 1/1s, 2/1s, 2/2s, 3/3s. Well, 13 damage to every creature. All that excess damage redistribute.
I went blasting.
Yeah, and it's like everybody loves me the first half of the game, and then they're all like, "Dude, how'd you win that fast?" It's like, well, you guys had a lot of value too.
Hey, you loved it.
You remember all the stuff I was giving you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's group hug burn.
Maybe I should change my Emodane to off now.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, and then like when I did I did talk to like Robert Redbeard and Joff Zombie and MTG Tarzan, and I got them to do the paintball packs with me. And I got Elder Dingus Highlander to do his Colossal Dreadmaw destroy video, and I got to do, and I had Joe do his Temple of the False Gods destruction video, which he's on like day like 300 or something of that. Like that's crazy. Dedication is there, man. Like, so it was very cool to do that. Yeah, I can't say enough about them. Like a lot of them were very nice, but I can completely understand the situation that they were going through at that point in time. So like no discredit to any of them. Like I had a great time hanging out with them. I got to talk to them. They all signed my playmat. We cracked packs together. I did pack battles with them. Overall, like very nice. They did have business to take care of. You know, they had the chaos draft that Black Vault was putting on. So like, you know, they had to do their huddle ups, and that's where I played games with like MTG Rule Daddy. I got to play games with the guys from Realm Guard. I got to play games with like, so you know, yes, they were like part of the focal point being there, but it was like still you're at an LGS, like play the game, do what you're there to do. Yeah. So it was super awesome and like an incredible event. They had a food truck. They had a late night where like after a certain hour it was 21 only, and you know you could relax and have a drink. It was super cool, dude. Like it was one of the best like small Magic events that I've been to other than my damn house.
Hard to beat your own house.
Yeah, I mean, cold hard facts. Cold hard ones.
You go straight from the play table to bed.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so cool that you got the chance to meet RD, and you guys are close by, and you know he swung by. We got the chance to meet him in Vegas at MagicCon and get a game.
Very cool. Okay, nice.
Yep.
So you know, and we've had him on as a guest on the podcast. So
yeah, I checked it out. He's an awesome guy. And I also just found out from your guys' podcast that Swagnar, him and I are in the same area too. We all use some of the same LGSs. So it's like I got to reach out to him because like I was watching his podcast the other day, he was like, and he had the Black Market hoodie on. And he's talking. He's 40 minutes north of Detroit. I'm like,
yeah,
that's where I live.
Well, Kevin is only about like what 20 minutes from Dig and V.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't know that until we started doing podcasts.
Dude, small world shit, man.
Dude.
I'm telling you, small world, because it's like that's crazy. And getting into this community, like this, well, specifically this TikTok Magic community, has been sweet, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've definitely met some really cool people. I've met a couple locals. Like, we've hung out. Like, Magic is the shiznit.
Dude,
It is.
it's incredible.
Really awesome.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna get into some of the soft and squishy questions. But first one, what's a moment where community support genuinely surprised you?
I mean, pretty much right when I started. Like, I was expecting to have like 5 followers or people that even gave one blink of an eye. You know what I mean? But like right off the rip, I mean, I met Mox Addict and Bunny, and like they're awesome, dude. I love their channel. Like, they're such a good support system. They're homies. They're great people. And then I started running into some of the Two Guys, Two Decks, One Dream channel,
Mm-hmm.
and like everyone has been so open and so cool and so supportive, and like I was like right off the rip just jaw dropped at how damn cool everyone's been. And like they're like, dude, we're here to support each other. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm really good at supporting, and like, I got this, baby, like,
Mm-hmm.
let's go. So so yeah, like, I mean, meeting those yeah, Bunny and Mox right off the rip, and then the Two Guys, Two Decks, One Dream, like right off the rip too, which introduced me to people like MTG Luminary, and then Rule Daddy came through there too, and like it's just some of these people that are just really effing cool, and you can't deny that. It's like, so yeah, that was definitely eye opening for me.
Oh, I mean, it was cool when you shot me a message saying like, "Hey, I'm not saying like I'm a big time creator or anything, but I'd love to come on and
Yeah.
hang out with you guys and talk." And I was just like, "Wait, shut up! He wants to come on to our podcast and
Yeah.
hang out with us."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just like, dude, yeah, like I want to support. I would love to get support. Like, I'm here for a good time. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to laugh. I'm here to play Magic. Like, like, I'm straightforward out here, man. Like, it's very, very cool. And yeah, I've really been, I should say, we, like, the wife and I have been having a blast doing the filming, and I might have to, like, I don't know, make more time for it, because it's just, we're having a blast. And some days we're not in the mood to do it because it is quite an undertaking. Like,
Yeah.
and I also need a few days prior, because it's like, I gotta listen to some of these songs like 75 times so I can get my cadence down. Like, because like, making a parody is easier when you know the song. Like,
Yeah.
because then I'm singing the song, and then I can just start word playing it. Like, I just start word playing things, and it's like, okay, well, we can make something happen with this. And my wife's a walking jukebox. Like, this girl is queen at karaoke. So it's like, I'm gonna start farming songs off her that she knows every single word to, and then we're just gonna sit down, get our cadence down, and then just start figuring out rhyming words, and looking at cards, because like, I love being able to look at cards, rhyming it with a word I'm gonna use, and it's like, I'll even look at cards to do that. It's super fun.
Do you have that specialtism when someone reads a card and it triggers a lyric in your head from a song and you just start singing that song?
The
Yeah.
wife is she's got me on that tip hardcore.
I do that quite often. It's a problem.
Yep.
Well, you kind of hinted at this a little bit before, but what is the best advice you've ever received?
All right. Well, I was at a music festival with one of my buddies who have now passed on, and he said to me while we're sitting there going through, some of life's, like, just trials that we've gone through and where we're at in life, and stuff like that. And he looks at me dead in the eyes and he goes, "Brian," he goes, you gotta go through the dirt if you want to become a beautiful flower. And I was like, hot damn, dude, like that
Wow.
just got me so good. I was like, I'm a big beautiful flower. I was like, I gotta go through the dirt. So it's like, and then it's just like a sunflower, dude. If you're always looking towards the bright side, like you're gonna grow, you're gonna let yourself grow, and you're gonna be positive, and you can look at things in a positive light. Everything, is gonna be a challenge. Life is tough. And it's like, I know it simplifies it down, but going through a little bit of dirt to become a better human being and who you want to be, like, it's part of who what makes you you and how you handle that. And I know things are tough, and I know, some people have it much, much, much harder than others. And I mean, the only thing I can give as my own personal advice is do your best to look on the bright side. And it's gotten me through a lot of tough things on my own account, and I can't say for others, but for me personally, it is a big thing to believe in, and it's not always easy.
I would agree that
Mm-hmm.
that's just a really cool way of uh, putting it more metaphorically too. Like
Yes.
Right.
that was that was a way that he was gonna make it stick in your mind.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
I
And
think
I
your
mean,
guys'
not
friendship.
have not looked back, man.
I love
Like
it.
if he would have just told you, he's like, "Dude, you got to go through the hard times for life to be good." It wouldn't
Right.
have hit the
It's
same.
not
Yeah.
memorable.
Yeah,
No.
like, it's virtually the same thing,
Yeah.
but like, you put that fun spin on it, and it's like, damn, I am a big beautiful flower.
Brian likes being called a flower every now and
Yeah,
then,
or a butterfly. I'm a beautiful butterfly.
Look at my
Look at
wings.
my
Yeah,
wings.
she knows what's up.
Well, we have, just so chat is aware, we have two more questions. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask Brian, get them prepped and ready. But two more questions. So, what or who has been the biggest inspiration in your life?
I'm gonna have to go with Jack Black. I love that
Okay.
man dearly. Like every movie, HBO series, song he's sung. I've gone to so many Tenacious D concerts,
Mm,
and I mean, it is such a riot, and his energy is unrivaled, man. Like him and Chris Farley. So Chris Farley would also be like right there. It's a shame his life, was we're cut short like it was, and if he was still alive, then I mean it'd be a neck and necker for. But like Jack Black is definitely more musically inclined, and that's partially kind of where I get my just that weird
mm-hmm.
fun, feeling of rhythm and wanting to sing about silly stuff and things that I love, and that's what the guy's done. And look at him now; he's an awesome dude. Like, and yeah, Jack Black is the man.
Like he's one of the things that it's like a lot of people just see him as that really funny guy, really good at improving in the moment and everything like that. But I have seen more of his like serious interviews, and he is such a down to earth dude, and just one of those guys who's just like, I ain't the prettiest tool in the shed. I know that. I am not like giving the world like much, but bring the world joy, and that's
Mm-hmm.
what the world needs, is joy. So it's just I love that about him. He's
Yeah,
just
I
so
wholeheartedly agree. Like, I mean, the Pick of Destiny, School of Rock. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
those were such like impactful movies of the time of me growing up. Like School of Rock was when I was growing up, and I was like, dude, this is so cool. Pick a Destiny, that hit when I, hit my phase of where, I was thought smoking weed's a good time, and and it just fit right in. And it's just come a long way. And the movies he does, and just his albums, his count, like so many songs he had that are not on albums, but like I know y'all remember, but like LimeWire and
yep.
like Napster.
Mm-hmm.
He had so many just riff jams that were on there that are not on albums, that are not on these things, and I like lived off those songs, those undercuts and those things where he's just like swinging around Spider or singing about Spider-Man swinging around in his underwear. Like that to me at that time was just like, this is revolutionary genius. And like
Mm-hmm.
and I was also a huge Weird Al Yankovic fan too, which is, I mean, I I don't know how much more direct of a comparison I could put what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a master, and like I was always a big fan of that too. So I mean, I guess it definitely does make sense to where, you know, I am gonna try to do this a little bit more because it's much more fun than me just doing, my going through my deck. Like I'm still gonna do it, but like I'm not gonna lie, filming this other stuff is just a blast. Like I get
Oh
to
yeah.
do it with my wife. Like it's fun. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to lean into that a little bit more, and my videos will be less frequent. Which I mean, I'll have to figure out, something for the in betweens, because I mean, I'll probably be able to do like, I don't know, a song every week to two maybe. Like this last one, I double backed. I wanted to get two done, and then release them kind of back to back, and then so yeah, I got one I'm about halfway done with, and yeah, it's we'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it. I have to share one quick story since you mentioned Tenacious D. I went to a Tenacious D concert once with my older brother, and I got way too inebriated
Yeah,
and decided to go into the mosh pit. Um, you may not be able to tell, but I'm a very large gentleman.
yeah, for sure. I got
And
you.
I went into the mosh pit and started moshing, and did not feel people around me anymore. After like
Yeah.
5 to 10 seconds, and I opened my eyes and I ended the mosh pit. Nobody just like I went in, and immediately as I went in and started moshing around, everybody stopped and I just
They're
walked
like,
out.
nope, nope.
Mm.
Do you remember what tour you had went?
Uh, Rise of the Phoenix. They had
Okay, so you
Phoenix.
know what? Yeah, so at the end of the show,
Yep.
they tilted that. Okay, yeah, that's why I had to ask what tour, because they're each one they do something, that's hilarious at the end, So all right, I just wanted to double check on that.
Yep. That was a surprise, but it made complete sense for them.
Oh,
So,
100%. Yeah, yeah.
well, our
Love it.
last question. I mean, you kind of hinted at it a little bit, but what's something your audience can expect next from you?
Definitely more parodies. I'm gonna go full bore on it. I ended up having like on Instagram, like Cassius Marsh even commented, and he was like, "Dude, this is what's up." I was like, "No way!" Like,
That's awesome.
all right. Like when you're being told what it's like. All right, yeah, I gotta lean into the parodies. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't see much of it else online, and it's like if anyone is doing it, let's get in touch. Let's do a collab, man. Like let's have some fun, because I think I'm gonna try to go, full bore into it, and like end up getting like a whole album's worth. Get like 15 to 20, of them, and have them as like a little, I don't know, like package thing or whatever. But I'm also a huge fan of Skeletor comedy, so like I'm thinking about doing like a Skeletor series to where like I put on my purple suit and I do like, funny Skeletor, like those comparisons, like until next time type things. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
kind of idioms that, say like, oh, you don't like Universes Beyond until they come out with your favorite kid card game, and then be like,
Yeah.
and roll away. I think that'd be fun. And then I was also talking to Liz of Lorwyn, and I'm trying to figure out to try to potentially do like like a next level deck type competition show. I just want to make sure that we're both on different paths of what we want to see out of it and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
because like she had done
The
the
Chopped
MTG
game, right?
Chopped.
Chopped, which was so cool. Like I loved that idea. So I would like to do a different spin to more kind of where I curate like a shelf of cards and stick to the next level deck style, to where it's like the shelf comes down, of the drafting shelf comes down, and I've curated these 6 to 8 commanders, these 400, this 400 card pool, and you have 1 minute to pick your commander, grab some cards. Then it goes down to the next level. Then you pick your cards, you
That's
grab your
cool.
commander, it goes to the next level, and have it be like a timed like speed draft, and then have those people battle it out at the end. And I would like to do it for like creators that have like, 1,000 viewers and less. Like I want it to be for, our, lower sect of,
Yeah.
Followers, and get people involved in something that, maybe some of the only the higher follower count people have and stuff like that. But like, I mean, it's going to take a ton of work. I have zero design or graphic design skills on the computer. So I'm going to be trying to, potentially find a partner on it or something. It's an idea. I'd like to get it in the works, but it'd be like a, and then have it be like themed. Like today's, is we're gonna do Ikoria set, and it's gonna be Ikoria commanders and a
fun.
bunch of cards from all through the set, and you're allowed to use, maximum 50 cards from the draft table, and then you have 10 or 15 cards you're allowed to use from outside of it, which would be like your salt, your pepper, your regular seasonings that you'd have available to you on the show. So have it be as much like the next level, chef show, because I love Gordon Ramsay too. Like shout out Big G, and yeah, I think it'd be, as long as it's different enough, because I don't want to at all like yuck on somebody's already idea. But I mean, as long as it's really really different, and because all the cooking shows are different, so it's like as long as they are different enough, I think it would be really cool. And but that is something more down the road. I need to talk to a few people, but yeah, definitely the parodies. I'm going to continue doing my journey through my 54 deck shelf. I'm going to continue doing cards I think that are like underplayed, like the Spectrum Sentinel. It's a 1-drop multicolor or hex or protection from multicolor, and every time an opponent plays a non-basic land, you gain a life. In life gain decks, it's a colorless protection from multicolored 1-drop that gains you life on other people's turns. It's incredible. So like, just finding, awesome, cool little bombs like that. I'll still be posting about that. Or if it is like a secret layer that I do love that I will be getting, like I'm getting that Hatsune deck. I don't care. I'm getting it. Because like I've gotten the Angels, the secret layer. I got the what do you call it? The Shrine one. I love the secret layer decks. They're always fun. I mean, and it's just good. And I like bougie foil art stuff too. So it's like, it's a given for $150. They normally make the decks very worth it for $150. Like, yes, it is a chunk of money, but you are directly getting that much value, if not more, out of these secret layer decks every time.
Yeah. And you're a sucker for themes.
You're big facts.
Well, if you're ever looking for collaborations, I'm sure Kevin and I are always love to do them. It's something I'm looking to do more of. That's kind of why I did the Crater project, deck building project.
Love that.
You mentioned if anybody has experience with songs, Magic Addict 24. He's made a couple songs that are Magic.
Really?
More into like
I'm gonna have to follow
hardcore grunge kind of stuff. I've been featured in one of his videos before. I was a moshing Appa in my all-time metal t-shirt.
Oh yes, I gotta check this out.
Deceptic made an appearance. Deceptic is very good with collabs. You ask him to do one part and he'll do all three in case you need the other two.
I do love Deceptic. He is one of the people on here that I like. His energy, his like take on things, and how like he's passionate. He's a funny. I definitely do like a lot of Deceptic stuff. He is a cool guy.
Yeah, I approached him about a video idea, And I was like, this is the sound that I'm thinking about using. He's like, yeah, just let me know. I'm down for it. 15 minutes or like 30 minutes later, I have all 3 parts of the video. And he's like, yeah, just use whatever one you want. I was bored. I know we hadn't, nailed it down, but here you go.
Yeah. What a guy.
I asked him for a video. I think it was doing one of the challenges, and he immediately had an idea, and it was go smacking a soil bag and like a tap in for mana.
Yeah.
And he's like, magic? No.
Love it.
His mind's crazy.
Yeah, the subject's a G for sure.
Yeah.
I do love his content all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, chat, it's open to you guys now. If you have any questions for our awesome guest Brian here, I mean, you got tons of fans. Everybody's super stoked that you're joining us, which is awesome. Thank you again.
Love you guys a ton, honestly. Like I'm having a blast. I'm like truly appreciate y'all wholeheartedly.
Appreciate you
and I'm
joining
taking inspiration from the energy that y'all are giving out, and it makes me want to do more. And yeah, it's a cool like push and pull effect. You know what I mean? Like the more I push out, the more that people are wanting to give, support, and I'm doing it right back. Like I love, watching everyone's videos, because it's like that's where a lot of these ideas are coming from. It's like everyone's inspiring everyone else, and it's like it's super cool. Like,
yeah.
I just saw a pretty cool comment. Barnz performs his songs at MagicCon as an opening and closing act.
Damn.
Goals.
You hear that, Wizards? Yeah, like, yeah, boy. Yeah, I would definitely pitch that once I get my full album done. Let me get my full album, and I'll be able to go in there with an arsenal. Let's go.
Send it to him.
Oh, dude. The like first night of MagicCon, they always do like a karaoke night at like a bar.
I've seen that. Yeah. I have seen Jimmy Wong get on the mic, and they did that.
You and Jimmy Wong performing a song, that would be great.
That would be wild.
Twitter
They just gotta have the instrumental. They give me the instrumental to Gin and Juice, and I got it.
Love it.
Mr. J wants a signed copy of your album.
Easy. Once we get there, I'll get her taken care of for sure. I'll be burning CDs like the old days, baby.
Dude, the video that we talked about where you're singing All Star, I can just see you, that being the picture of your album, holding the chain of magic cards. Like, OG.
That was fishing line. I used fishing line, and I tied it around the inside of the deck and clamped it shut, and was like, this is a necklace now, baby.
Dude,
we're good to go.
Can I give you an idea?
Of course.
A Flavor Flav song, and you make a magic clock, like a clock.
Oh my god, like Flavor Flav. Oh shit.
That'd be great.
Bunny, what creator would you want to do a live with that would rock your socks off?
Let's see. I have yet to play a game with, like, are we talking like an actual video, or are we talking like a game? Like or to do like a live, like a commander match?
Yeah, or like something like this where you're just talking and sharing experiences. Yeah.
Okay, a collab. I would love to do them with Deceptic. I think our energy would be awesome. I also like the hard part. One of the guys from the hard part, he's bouncing around with an umbrella. I love that. His energy's out of this world. I think he'd be super fun to collab with. Yeah, those are off the top of my head. Those are the two guys that like I'm always checking out what they're doing. Like it fuels me, and yeah, I definitely think that'd be fun.
Well, it's a good thing Deceptic's in here. He said say less, bro.
Look at us making connections. There you go. Hell yeah.
Dabba?
That might break TikTok though.
A little bit.
Too much energy for one video. I don't know.
I mean, we can knock some dust off some boots.
I love it.
Oh, he said gin and juice followed by Under Oath. Deceptic. I am planning on doing have you ever heard of what do you call it? Death Clock. It's Brendan Small. They did the show Metalocalypse. I'm planning on doing their Mermaider track when Atlantean comes out, and it's all going to be merfolk themed. And it's talking about how the Mermaiders come up and kill like the people from the upper grounds, it's called Mermaider, and they come up from the water and they kill the world and they take over. So I was gonna do it a Mermaider but mer people parody and have it be all magic themed when the Atlantean set comes out.
That'd be fun.
That would be great. That'd be great.
No something.
Mind blown.
It was like, okay, also I've seen those guys in concert with Tenacious D, and they did like a video collab because so Metalocalypse was like, they were looking for, Tenacious D was doing their roadie song, and they mixed it in with the cartoon version of Metalocalypse. And they had them guys on the stage, and they did one big jam, two roadie. The boys from Metalocalypse were out there ripping their guitars, and Jack Black singing, dude. It was so cool.
That's awesome.
Was it more of jam band?
No, they were. It was the Tenacious D song "Roadie," and then they pretty much gave the boys from the boys from Death Clock, just solo time. So because they talk about how they need a new roadie the whole song, and they acted as they were going to be the roadies, and on the screen it showed the guys from Metalocalypse coming out, and it was super cool.
Love it.
Do you have any questions for us? We have our 2 usual questions. We can do whichever one first.
All right. Yeah, hit me, guys.
I'll ask the first question. You do the second question, or I can do the second question to explain it better. We'll stop. You do the first one.
No. You do the first one.
Pineapple on pizza. What do you think?
I love it. I came from Florida. We are throw some onions on it, pineapple, onion, and ham. Yeah, let's go. I'm a Florida boy. That was a sweet treat right there.
I just don't like cooked fruit. I'm an anti-pineapple guy on pizza.
I hear it. I get it wholeheartedly. But yeah,
it's something different on pizza.
This next one is going to sound really weird.
Let me ask it. Come on.
And for Kevin, it sounded really weird for weeks.
It did. Truly did.
Your lasagna warm or cold?
My wife is a cold, but I do tend to heat everything up before I eat it again. But the wife is a big cold eater. She will eat anything cold, and I can do some things, but I do tend to have to heat everything up because it just brings some of that flavor back. It brings some of the originality of the meal back. And because I do love to cook, and I mean, especially smoked goods. I loved smoked meats. I loved smoked beans. I loved smoked meatloaf. I do a lot of smoking and barbecuing. So yeah.
Now, let me ask you an important question.
I like my stuff warm.
You said your wife likes it cold. Does she make it? You make it,
I cook.
And then
she eats the cold leftovers.
Does she put it in the fridge before eating it?
Ooh. She has before.
See, Nick, it's not awkward. It's not.
She has before to cool things off.
Other people do it.
I do get the idea of cold lasagna because it cuts nicely and it holds all the pieces there. I see the science and I see it. I get it.
See, Nick, you're not alone. Don't be scared.
I mean,
No, Kevin. Kevin for weeks thought I was cooking my lasagna and putting it in my fridge so it would cool down.
It did.
Good.
This wasn't even something I brought up, by the way. Somebody on our guest on our podcast came on, and he brought up we're talking about pineapple on pizza, and he's like, I prefer cold pizza over warm pizza. And I was like, whoa, like, I'm saying like cold pizza out of the fridge the next day, like, yeah, there is something to it, but it's never better than when it's warm. And he goes, no, like that and casseroles, prefer them cold the next day. The flavors marry a little bit more.
Yeah, it's not wrong about that. It's not.
And then I was like, well, what about lasagna? And he's like, absolutely not. It has to be warm. I was like, that's like a pizza casserole. That's your two favorite things cold that you prefer warm. And I was like, I kind of prefer it cold because you get all the layers in one bite. And then that proceeded to put the idea in Kevin's mind that I refrigerate my lasagna.
Takes it out of the oven, bakes it,
off the rip,
throws it in the fridge, and then eats it when it's cold.
Cools it down.
Exactly. That's Nick for you. Nick, dude, you're not alone.
I may be weird, but I'm not that weird, right?
Are you calling his wife weird?
No.
Whoa, Nick, calm down. Go ahead.
Carpool's MTG put a comment. Does anybody have an opinion about the current community sentiment about ambassadors program?
Yeah. I would love to be able to do it because I honestly would be giving a bunch of stuff away. Like, I would like to definitely do it because I would like to firsthand actually see like what you do have to do. Like, what are the rules? Like, because no one really knows except ambassadors. What really do you have to post? What do you really have to do? And I do understand that. I just wish it was more of the different people. Like, I do totally agree with, some of the people do get it every single time, and I do understand also why they get it every single time. It is a marketing thing. Mm-hmm. It completely is. And I've seen other places be like, I wish we could vote on, like, we had like a community voted in ambassador. Like, that would be awesome. I think that could totally be something that they'd even be open to hearing. You know what I mean? Like, because you have to think about it. Like, yes, it is a business. Yes, it is kind of a shitty one at times, for sure. There's no doubt. But it is also the game I play like religiously, and I do buy and open a lot of stuff, and I have for years, and I will continue to, whether or not I get ambassadorship or not or whatever. But I would like to see firsthand, and if they do send me some exorbitant amount of crap, like, you better believe I'm giving it away. Like, I want to play the game with people. I want people to have some of the accesses that like, I would love to see that. And how to reform, like, I see how to reform it. And I mean, if we could get like community voted in ambassadors, like maybe do like 5 of them or something, like that would be like so cool. Like, yeah, it would take little to no work for them other than just having a poll option like on their socials, you know what I mean? And let people just dump their names, name dump, and the top 5 would get the ambassadorship. Like, I think that would be a very cool way to kind of ease everyone, you know what I mean? Like, because, yeah, there are some of the ones that get the same one every single time, and I get it. But you have to also remember, it is a marketing thing, and those people do have the biggest reach, and they do have, the platforms to do what they want them to do. So I think finding a nice middle ground would be awesome. Like, because they have, I will admit, they have given, lower count follower people the ambassadorship, which is great. I'd love to see that every single time. But maybe still do that, but also have like a community driven voting system to be able to put some of people's like actual favorite, ones in there, I guess.
Yeah, I don't want to get too much into it for me, but like, I can understand what you said, the marketing part. Redbeard, Robert Redbeard and Ben Bateman. You see them almost everywhere. Facebook,
Yeah,
TikTok, Instagram, all that
100%.
stuff. Wizards of the Coast they need to advertise the product so that they're the kind of the best people so it spreads to everybody compared to like just in my opinion if I got it not
Right.
everybody's going to see my account not everybody's going to see
Yeah.
that I'm an ambassador I'm like obviously going to announce it and everything but doesn't mean
Yeah.
I'm going to have as much outreach as Ben Bateman and them so I can
Exactly.
understand them kind of doing the same people it would be cool maybe if they did collabs with them if
Right.
multiple ambassadors had collabs like with a small content creator with Ben Bateman
Yeah.
a couple with like a group ambassadorship. Um, I don't know. I don't know about some ideas, but I can understand why they do kind of the same people. And yeah, it does kind of
I
suck, but
totally, because yeah, it is a marketing thing, and like they don't have to pay for marketing; they pay for marketing through
mm-hmm.
this ambassador program by giving out free product. And instead of them spending millions of dollars in their own marketing, like it is a different take, and it is a business, and it's not the greatest business. I'm not saying it is. But I would like to at least find out firsthand, so I'm not a speculative, or and if it's not something I end up enjoying in the end, I'm definitely not going to do it again, because I only want to do stuff that I like.
Yeah.
And I do like Magic, and I would love the idea of being able to have that opportunity. But if it is like not all that it's cracked up to be, and I got to do stuff I don't like enjoy doing, then I'm out. Like my whole thing is I want to do stuff that I want to do, and that's what makes it fun for my wife and I. It's like that's what I'm passionate about. That's what I'm going to do. And if it sucks, it's going to suck for me, and and people are going to be able to tell immediately that I'm just sitting here like, "Yep, I'm going to do this and open that." You know what I mean? It's like I don't feel it's going to bring out who I am and what I like, how I am about it. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, unless I'm taking a whole box and casting it into a lake or something and giving like I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like I would definitely be giving out a bunch of the stuff too, like, which
Mm-hmm.
I will admit, like I have seen some of the bigger creators do crazy $1,000 giveaways, like, and it is all the stuff that they pulled, but I mean, it's still an overabundance of what they get. You know what I
They
mean?
got.
Like, if that's what they're giving away, you have to imagine what, you know what I mean? They're like they get to keep. It's insane. It's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely insane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think like I think it's a little bit overblown. In my opinion, I think this is, you know, it's a hobby where you're spending money, and when people are already getting a lot of recognition for a hobby that you just enjoy for the enjoyment aspect of it, and then they're getting free product on top of it, yeah, I can see where that can rub people the wrong way, but they are just giant billboards. Like they've
Right.
worked up their platforms to a larger follower count, and since they have more eyes on them, they're going to get more frequently the ambassadorship. And, they do reach out to smaller creators. And, that's the hope that it grows their audience and gets more eyes on their product. And it's not always the same. I do think that there's a tendency and a lot of redundancy in some of the creators that they pick, where it's like really in the magic creation space, it seems like there's an algorithm or a formula to make a magic video that gets a little bit more views, but it always ends up being a similar magic video, the same kind of tone of voice. And for me, it kind of ruins the individualism and the actual like creative part of it.
I
So,
agree
like, I
wholeheartedly on the like the it's like yeah, it's like a code. It's like
yeah,
you have like that's why I want to know like firsthand, like, do they, how much of this is really like being told this is what you have to do? And it's like
Yeah.
if it's
oh
gonna
well,
be like that, like
they're
may
they
not be
I
for me.
know
You know
I
what
know
I mean?
that they have to submit their videos to be reviewed before they post them, and then they will be given feedback and
Okay.
either like told to go re-record and change some things and send it back for review. But yeah,
Okay.
there is a process that you have to go through. They have to review it. They'll give you suggestions. They'll give you different kind of formats to put it in. So that's kind of why you see a lot of the similar format, but that's just because like that's the way they want their cards to be marketed. But that has in return, when they're not talking about the set, their ambassadorship, the regular content has that same cadence and tone and subject matter. And I can see where people are upset. It's like, well, it's a little bit unoriginal, but it's like they're doing what they're asked to do to get to this point. Yeah. And the only way it's going to change is if we have more creators like you, Brian, who are doing the content they want to do, more original stuff, doing stuff that makes them happy. So it's like, I'm not mad at Wizards necessarily how they do it. You see this a lot in different forms of media where there's a pattern that's created for success and people follow that pattern. And until the people participating in it start changing the pattern, the people who are making the money and trying to promote their product aren't going to try to fix it because it's working.
Yeah.
So,
see, like if okay, so for instance, so say I was an ambassador for Marvel, and those gold collector packs, like if you're telling me I can't do an Austin Powers gold member skit with the gold packs like showering me, being like, I love gold, like I don't want to do it. Like if I can't have the fun and that I'm gonna do with it, then it's not gonna be for me. But I would like to find out and push that barrier of how much of me do I actually get to put in this, and I'd like to experience it, because if it's not for me, then I'm gonna come out and be like, guys, this is what they make you do. Like,
yeah. Sure, it's kind of strict because you are representing Wizards of the Coast.
No so doubt. Kind of have like, to, if I can't take a shower in the gold packs, then I mean it's not gonna be for me.
Yeah. And that's fair. And like I think that's, something I don't think a lot of people think of is like I saw a video about a creator who did turn down the ambassador program. There are people who turned down the opportunity to be ambassadors. 100%. Like
I think it was casual I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm pretty positive.
He got asked to be one for Foundations a while back or something like that. Yeah. Like for me, like I loved a chance to be an ambassador. If they asked me to do it for Star Trek, I would say no.
Like, same. It's not. I'm not a fan. I'm not going to be able to put the passion that it deserves. I'm not going to be able to deliver that, and I don't want to be forced to deliver that. Like, I wanted to do something that I'm passionate about. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. The channel that I'm doing, it's all passion projects and wanting to have fun. So it's like, yeah, if they were to try to give it to me for Star Trek, I'd pass it on. Give it to someone who like knows what they're talking about, who's going to actually like get the point across. Like, and that's what, that's what it's all about, is
now
give it to the correct people.
I think we're all on the same page where it's like, we're not, saying that Wizards is necessarily wrong for giving these bigger creators the ambassadorship every time just for marketing reasons.
I get it. Yeah.
Now, my question to you guys and your thoughts on this, I just thought about this. Maybe the chat, feel free to answer too. For Universes Beyond sets, right? For the non-universe sets. Say those bigger creators did not give ambassadorships, but we gave them to people associated with that IP who did have, again, that marketing strategy of having a bigger audience, but someone who doesn't really know Magic talking about the card. Like, would that anger the Magic community more, or would that be a reasonable thing to be like, you know what, I understand the marketing reasons, but at least it's not the same face as providing the product every single time.
True. And then you're potentially getting other people into the game that necessarily wouldn't be into the game. I mean, a good crossbreed of that would probably be great. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The whole tough part though is. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh,
just. Right, so, yeah, I mean, it's just
Go ahead.
So I mean, it's like if they were to have a good crossbreed of that, like, you know, give it to a few big names in the Star Trek, like in the content game of Star Trek. Like, I'm sure there's people who do reviews of the show, who do reviews of the, you know, the movies, and I'm sure there's plenty of them out there. Like, yeah, you might even make a new fan out of it, giving it to someone who does a you know, a channel on Star Trek, and give them some product and see what comes of it. Like, you could be introducing it to a whole new range of people. Like, you know, like that's kind of what I did with Electric Forest. Like, I made a bunch of like forest pins, like I hot glued like clothespins to forest cards, and I decorated them with, you know, green sprouts, and I decorated them with moss and stuff, and I went around Electric Forest clipping these on people and clipping them to things. And, you know, it had my tag on there, and it was like, I'm trying to bring this, you know, this card game into people who may not know what's up. Like, and I met a couple people who did play, and we played all of Friday morning for like 3.5 hours before everyone else got up. It was like 9 in the morning. We met up on Main Street and played underneath some umbrellas, got some breakfast from the food vendors, and made new friends. It was awesome.
Yeah. I think it would be tough if you did that though with, say, Star Trek. If you gave it to Star Trek fans who didn't play Magic the Gathering, and we talked about this before, I think last week, a lot of those IPs and those people in those brands are going to be much more critical about the cards. And I don't think Wizards, if Wizards of the Coast is reviewing their videos, I don't think Wizards of the Coast is going to allow somebody to say, I think this is a crap card. Like, people are really hating the full art signed cards for Star Trek. I'm sure Star Trek lovers love it. But
oh yeah, they do. I work with Star Trek fans at work, and they're like, dude, I have to get one. They're like, I need the Picard. I need the Picard. He goes, I have the USS Enterprise built this. I have this over here built this. I have this bust. I have this collection. And it's like,
but people are hating that because that's bringing people into Magic, but they don't like that card. Even Magic players hate those cards because they don't like it, but it's bringing other people in. But people would rather have the ambassadorship go to people who don't play Magic, with getting a bunch of collector packs, a bunch of random stuff. They have no idea what to do with them. Like, if you're getting mad about one card, you can't give a whole ambassadorship to somebody who doesn't even play the game, and like expect them to know what's going on. And I don't think Wizards of the Coast would allow any negative reviews about their cards. I mean, obviously, they don't. It's a marketing thing again.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And people, I mean, there will be their fair share of people like give it to actual Magic players, which, you know, has been an age-old time thing too. Because like you still do have creators that make Magic content that don't play much Magic. I have seen this. Like, I have seen plenty of this, that there are people who do make Magic content that don't play. And I mean, you can kind of tell when it comes down to certain things and certain aspects like that. And like I can tell when I've played with people online and they've, you know, pretty much did an AI deck. Like, they had to read like what their, you know, mana dork did, and I'm like,
yep,
you know,
like, you sure?
I understand, you know what I mean? Like, because I saw something about that the other day, and it's like, I was like, holy crap, that might actually be like a thing. Like, people are building their decks with AI, and then they go to play it, and they're like, well, I got to figure this all out. And it's like, if you built that deck, you should know how, like, some of those cards work. And that's what is so much fun about deck building, is like me being able to craft every card that I put in. I know what the deck does before it's going to work. Like, I know what cards are going to work with what other cards, and what I'm going for, and these synergies that I'm aiming for. Like, synergy is what my favorite part about these cards is like, how many of these things can I get to all work together to just be massively powerful? And I definitely could pick up on some of that happening, and it's just that's not great.
It's just a tough scenario, and I think it's hard to. Wizards of the Coast is struggling to make people happy. It's either Magic fans are not happy about the sets they're making, like Star Trek, or they're just not happy about this other thing. They're not happy about this other thing. What are they supposed to do? They are a business technically. Technically, they are a business. Sorry, but like they got they can't make everybody happy. Kind of live with it, I guess. I don't know what to do. You can try to put a voice in, hope it changes, but
On the other hand, it's like, okay, if they didn't have the ambassadorship at all, it would just be like ads. It would be,
yeah,
we would just get ads while we're watching videos. It'd be like, buy this new set. And it'd all be very computerized, programmed. Like, it's pretty much what some of the creators are already doing. You know what I mean? Like, it is like a computerized program, but it is still involving people, which I do enjoy that. Like I do enjoy that there are people who are presenting this product to us and not ads jammed in my face. Like
yep.
because that is the difference. Like, do you want someone to be showing you these packs and they may not be passionate about it? Do they know about Magic? Mostly, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mostly these people know what they're talking about when they're opening these packs and everything. But like I'd way rather see that than, you know, buy Magic Atlantia now
Yeah.
ad as I'm scrolling through videos and stuff. So it's like it does keep that human element to it, and I don't want that to go away.
Yeah.
Like whether there are faults with the program, yes, but I don't want to see the human element go away.
Yeah, I don't want to see that either. And I think the talk about, how the player base is quote unquote unhappy, right? And I think it's just we're hypersensitive because we're actively involved with a lot of people who give their opinion about the product and about the business. And I don't know if anybody has really noticed, but Magic just had their two best selling sets of all time this past year. So it's like, yes, we're a little bit hypersensitive because we see a lot more people speak their opinions and hear them speak their opinions. But
Right.
the proof's in the pudding. They're making the money. Like
Yeah.
they're not struggling. Like it's not that they're doing stuff that their community doesn't like because obviously that's not showing in revenue, right? So Magic is a game meant to be played the way you want to play the game. That's what I love
Exactly.
about Magic. And so
There's
it's like
infinity ways to play.
it, we're never going to be happy. We're never going to be 100% satisfied. And
No.
if anything in life, life would be going too smooth if that was the case, right?
Life
So,
ain't life, and if it's not easy, if
yeah. I mean, the ambassador program's never going to be 100% foolproof and not
yeah,
have any problems.
Yeah.
The way that Magic chooses to do their product and what IPs they introduce. It's never going to have an impact. And you know what? You just got to enjoy what you got to enjoy. You don't have to make the content that you don't want to make. So,
right. And when it comes down to it, I don't care what the IP is. Like, yeah, some aren't going to fit as well as others, but if it's a good card, I'm gonna put it in my decks. I don't care
Yeah.
if it's a butt plug spaceship. Don't care
If it
if
goes
it's
with
a
your
good
deck,
card.
it's so good in your deck. Mm-hmm.
Like it fits like a glove. But yeah, I mean, it's like I just yeah. So I mean, some sets I'm not as big of a fan of, and that's okay. I don't have to like it. But if there's a fire card in there that goes in my Karlov deck, or it goes in my Knights deck, or it goes in any one of my 50 plus decks, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna play it because it's good and I like that. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't have to look at every set as, oh, this terrible disaster. It's like, there's some cool cards in there. Like, you know, bright side, boys, bright side.
yeah. Surge says here the problem the Magic has now become more like sports card collecting over the game. I disagree with that. I think this will forever be a game. I think the core fandom, the people who have been in the game, yes, they've adopted some collecting aspects, but I think they're they're players of the game first, and they think of them as game pieces. At least I do. Yes, I'm starting a collection of Dark Rituals. I'm starting a collection of all the scene cards from Avatar. But those are things just because I want to collect them, not just because
Not
they have
scalping.
high value. Like there are some people over there who, yeah, they're the bling gods, the people who want all the fanciest cards and the expensive cards. But I
Yeah.
don't think that's the whole community.
No.
Yeah.
No, and
I put 4 of the dragon scale foil fetch lands in my beanie and headbanging with them. Like, yeah, I like shiny cardboard, but I am definitely a player. I will play those $400 lands in my deck. I don't care. I want it to be what I want it to be. Like, it makes it fun for me. And no, you don't have to do that. No one has to do that. I also use proxies. Like, it's you can play Magic any way you want. Just play the game.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I will play the game with you. I don't care. If your things are printed out on black and white paper with chicken scratches on there, I'll play with you. I'm gonna be like, dog, what's that say? But I'm gonna play with you.
So, Spurge said again, it will always be a game, but what makes Wizards money? Gameplay or card collecting? And that's very tough because you have to think of it a player's stand or the business side too. Wizards, yes, they want to make people happy too, but they also got to make cards that are going to make money somehow. And even though yes, they probably have a lot of money right now, like they got to keep doing it. So
there needs to be a secondary market for card shops and
correct.
People who go to card shows and sell singles for a secondary market for them to make money to continue to grow the game. So
yeah, I mean, because like if we ever get to the point of where they now come out with another middle tiered product that's like half collector, half play, like then we're headed in the wrong direction. Like, because like I think the gift bundles they have are perfect. I love the gift bundles. I think they are such a good implementation of giving someone like at a decent price point of like 70 80 bucks or 90 bucks if it's the the gift bundle from app or loader or something, or when they first come out, you get the collector pack or 2, you get the special bonus card, and then you get like some of the set. Like, bundles are some of my favorite. I have a closet filled with like 95 bundles because it's like, if I'm not the biggest fan of a set, I'll buy 2 bundles. Like, it'll be like it may be a little bit more expensive than just buying a play box, but I still have like that one collector pack in there that's like, yeah, but I'm also a bougie like lover, so it's like, yeah, I do want to get that to have the shot at getting something big, cool, and shiny. And it's like, it might be a small chance, but it's there. So I do love the bundles. And if they ever stop, like, see, the main thing too is their biggest thing is play boosters. Like, they got rid of draft and set and stuff like that, but that by them going to play boosters is keeping it for the players, because now it's one pack fits them all, and you can still get every card in there. You can get the storybook foils in there. You just can't get the surge foils and the gold smog. So those are the only things you can't get in the play packs as you can the collector packs. Like, so yeah, they are going to have those couple of chase cards, but you still can get everything, virtually everything, in the play boxes, which that is for the players. Like, the collectors is for the collectors. So there is a bit of that duality there, where if you want the collectors and you want to go for the lottery tickets, you can, but you can also still get the play box and get 97% of the cards in the set still.
It's always hard too. I think it's based off the player too. If somebody, Brian, if you were to pull the dragon, the smog, golden dragon, would you sell it or would you keep it? Would you collect it or would you sell it?
I'd sell it. I'd trade. Well, I wouldn't sell it. I'd trade it for. I would trade. Okay, what I would do is I'd hit up probably like Post Malone or Cassius Marsh and be like, "Hey, anyone want to fly me out there and hang out
Let's
for
play a game? I'll give this.
Like, I'll play some games. We can trade some cards. Like, I want like $8,000 in card trades, and then maybe give me $5,000 so I can pay for my trip that I just took." Like,
but then there's some people.
That's how I would play it. Like,
some people would just keep it and hold on to it.
Stuff like. Yeah.
Some people hold on to it and collect it. Like, there's so many different people, and somebody made a good comment that I think Ultimate Nerd HQ, I think playing and collecting goes hand in hand. When you play long enough, you become a collector.
Big facts. Big facts.
So it's scalpers, I think, is the big issue for all of us right now.
And I think biggest problem I would have with the ambassadorship program is if they did have someone who was just a collector and not playing the game. Like all these big ambassadors, they have like a show that, they do gameplay, there's Commander at Home, there's the, Ben Bateman's Chaos Draft show now. Like they are actively playing the game.
Yeah.
Like, yes, they have big collections, but as long as they're
Brian
playing
Kibler on Commander at Home has been playing competitively and shit for 20 plus years. The dude's a legend. Like Brian Kibler, if you ever see this, you're a boss.
And this is no shade at the Pokemon community, because this is just what Pokemon has turned into. But like the biggest YouTubers, like they're not playing the game. They're just trying to like, do master sets in the quickest amount of time. That's the collecting thing. And that's why the Pokemon market is just absolutely insane. But, kudos for them doing the numbers they do. Yeah. But that's what I don't want Magic to turn into.
No, I swear. Oh, please no. I'm not trying to get into verbal fights and wrestling with people outside stores. Poke Streets is real.
As long, I wouldn't mind having a Pokemon vending machine in my grocery store if I needed a pack, but I don't want people waiting there touching the screen every 30 minutes to see if there's a restock.
Yeah.
Sponge, but that's the thing, you can't get some of those cards in the play boosters, and people are mad about that, which is understandable, but you also have to help entice a product, and how else to do that is put a special card that you only get in that pack. Otherwise, nobody's going to buy collector packs. If they can get everything in play boosters, they're going to spend the less money to buy play boosters to potentially get that card. So yeah, it sucks for people who don't make that much money, who can get a collector box. Okay. There's always options. Worst case, proxy. A lot of people.
I did see a comment on someone's post that I thought would be a very cool idea. Like how One Piece is doing it right now. Like there are no collector boxes, there are no play boxes. Maybe put 1 in a million chance of pulling a golden ticket play box. Like that would, you know what I mean? Like that's Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka showed us.
That'd be fun. That'd be pretty cool.
I think it'd be great. Like you have a 1 in a million chance to get the Smog in a play pack. Like that'd be sweet.
But
also, if just because someone's buying collector booster boxes, aka me, doesn't mean we're making the best financial decisions in our life.
That's why I haven't opened it yet, boys.
We talked about this before the stream, the live. We talked about this. You're buying. Luckily, they got it on a deal, but people are spending.
I got mine for $500 for on pre-order. I waited. I got there like 2 hours early. I was the first one in line. I pre-ordered it like a calm gentleman, and I got it for the $500 price. And then I got to walk up the day there was a line out the door because there was a Pokemon Hobbit double drop. If you guys, I did not know that. I walked up, I was like, holy crap, dude, there's so many people here. Well, I walk up to the line and they're like, yeah, we're here for Pokemon. I was like, okay, whew. I was sweating. I was like, holy crap.
I went to my LGS 30 minutes before. There was 2 gentlemen in front of me waiting there since 10 a.m. They were there for the Hobbit, and then a line started forming, and we're like, whoa, this is actually a little bit more popular than thought. Nope, majority of the line was Pokemon, but...
Yep. I was unaware. I walked up, jaw dropped. I was like, there's a lot of kids here. And I was like, what's going on?
Are they getting into Magic?
I had a mom, like an older mom, maybe later 50s, early 60s, like walk up and like we were all waiting in line, and she like tried to open the door and like, oh, they're not open yet. And she's like, oh, that when they open, we're like 12. And in the line I heard she's like, yeah, my daughter called me. It was like, Mom, can you go get this for me, please?
If you guys need product, hit me up. Voivode.
Oh yeah, Voivode. Okay. I just met him in chat. I think it was V's or Digi's stream the other night. I think he does a card shop in like Kentucky or something. Or
he works
I didn't need a store, Voivode?
Indiana, or maybe
yeah, he's like manager at a store.
What the heck? That's sick.
Indiana, that's right.
Indiana, yeah. All right, cool. I knew it was one of them, but yeah, I had just met him the other night, and yeah, they were talking how they had just gotten stores, and I was like, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're a WPN Plus. That's the good stuff.
Huge. Well, yeah, definitely Void. I mean, yeah, I'll holler. I mean, because it's like as long as because I mean I do have my couple of LGSs that I do support and go and they do supply at MSRP, but I never like to get more than my one box, let alone because I'm buying them out of my own damn money.
Yeah,
I can't. I'm not trying to chip off some crazy amount, but if there are like the Codex bundles, I bought like 5 of those things.
Dang.
I love the Strixhaven also was incredible to me. I pulled a Silver Scroll Jessica's Will. I pulled every mystical archive. I did Psych Rift. I got the Japanese Psych Rift, the Japanese Vamp Tutor, the Japanese Force of Will. I pulled pretty much every card you could out of Strixhaven. So that one was very good to me, and that's probably why I'm also holding on to this Hobbit box because.
Your luck right
Luck don't strike like that.
No, we said give it to the wife. Remember, she's got all the
luck. Yeah. I gotta have her open it for sure because I can't. I'm terrified.
Once you hand it to her, she goes, "My precious."
Yeah, well, I mean, pretty much, dude. My wife watches like the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies on the weekly. Like it's her comfort. It's like her comfort movie. So it's like I'll come home and the shit is just blasting. Yeah, he's a huge fan. It's either that or Harry Potter. It's one of those they're just blasting. It's her comfort TV.
Just walking into orchestras constantly.
Pretty much. It's not a bad gig.
No. Well, we've been going for about 3 hours now, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. Chat, if you guys have any last questions for Barnz, Brian here, if you have any last questions for him, make sure you get them in before we let him go for the evening. Brian, thank you again so much for joining us, man. Absolutely. You are just in an extreme electric factory, and I absolutely love it.
Appreciate it, fellas. Truly do. I had a blast coming out, and yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stay supporting and doing what I do, and yeah, I appreciate y'all for real.
No matter what, we're still playing the game.
Facts.
We're all.
And I gotta get on V's stream and get a game in with you guys because I've hopped in a couple times and have seen seen y'all in there, and yeah, I gotta get in there for sure.
Yeah. Voivode, is that for just Brian or is that for all of us? Nick and I will come out. I'll convince Nick.
Whoa!
I'll convince Nick. We'll have a podcast episode out there. If I do,
oh yeah, man, I love creator events, dude. Yeah. If Black Vault, if that showed me anything, yup, I'm in. Cool.
Dude, I would be down. I would love to. That'd be so fun. Nick,
if I was able to make it,
Nick,
I would do it. I would be able to make it.
Nick,
I would do it.
Come on, you can.
I can get it on a plane, man.
Nicholas.
Let's see. How far is Indiana for me? Let's see.
I looked up just how long it would take me to get to Utah, dude.
Yeah.
3.5 hours. I'm good. I can drive that.
I'm all the way in Southern California.
I did a 6-hour drive up to the UP a couple weeks ago. I can handle 3. Oh, what's up, Swagnar? Yeah, dude, I watched your video. You live like 20-30 minutes from me too, dude. We gotta get you over Friday. We gotta play some Magic. You and RD. We'll make some content over at Barnz house, boys.
Yeah.
Boys.
Do you have any questions for us, Brian? Sorry.
More of statements. Like, you guys rock. It's been super easy to talk to you. Like, again, touching base on how awesome this community is. Like, we've never met and we've talked for 3 hours seamlessly. Like, that says so much about the people that play this. Like, my wife calls it a secret weapon. She's like, Brian, she's like, if you start talking Magic with anybody, she's like, you guys are best friends. I was like,
yeah.
It's a special game, man. Like, it takes a certain type of person to get into it, and it takes a certain point, you know. And it's like, and how many of these other similarities have we had along the way? Talking just about Magic, we're talking the same type of music we listen to. We're talking, like, it's crazy to me, and it is a special weapon, and that's what the wife says. She's like, it's like a secret weapon to talk to people that you don't know. And I'm like, yeah.
Another fun fact, Brian, I used to also run a cornhole league.
My dude.
So
cornhole is awesome. I find so much stupid fun in it.
Oh, it's the best.
MTG players always create the best community, and I have never had a bad experience.
Hey, I love to hear it, but don't be shocked if it does happen. You just gotta take it with a grain of salt and keep moving on. Just know that's not your pod, because I've really gotten into, I mean, just absurd things happen, and I'm just like, I can't let it yuck my yum. I can't let it sour me, because there are way more nice people than there are people that are just trying to, you know what I mean? Like, but there are bad apples in every bundle, man. Like, it is part of the thing.
Yep.
So, but I am thrilled to hear that you've never had a bad experience. That's great. Keep that streak up.
Keep it up, man. And you keep up the content, man. Like we said, keep up the good work. Keep supporting the community like you do. We always see you hopping in the lives, showing support on videos, seeing you in the comment section. So that, I think, above all else, as a creator, putting great content that's individual and unique is really important. So keep it up, man. You're doing an awesome job.
Like, super appreciate it, fellas, because I intend to, for sure.
Oh,
yeah. Well, I don't think we have any more questions, so we're going to end it with that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us and hanging out with us and learning more about Brian or Barnz House. Hit him up, talk to him. He's open for collabs. If you have a singing voice, I'm sure he'd love it.
Open too. I answer my DMs, so I do deck text with people who have messaged me, and I'm still talking to them 3 weeks later. Like, hit me up. I will answer.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
If you didn't watch the whole thing and you want to see more of it, it will be posted next week. We're going to post a video probably tomorrow with the last week's episode, so watch out for that. Anything else from you guys before we leave? End it on it.
Stay golden, pony boy.
What was your what was the advice again about the apple or the flower?
If you got to go through a little bit of dirt if you want to become a beautiful flower.
Be those beautiful flowers, everybody.
Bloom.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Later.